Tiamat's colorful cloaca.
Yeah.
They'll shut your
Yeah,
mouth
they're
down.
coming for you.
You'll
They're
get
coming for you,
DCMA'd
dude.
by Wizards of the Coast in
Yeah.
game.
They'll shut your ass down.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, player? How you doing?
Chilling, bro.
Did you say
Oh,
that, or would you have to say they'd shut the cloaca down?
oh God. We're talking
Oh,
about cloaca again.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
Yeah.
having cloacal conversation for sure.
this is.
Would you
yeah.
rather have a cloaca or a butthole?
Oh my God, that's the would you rather.
Hmm.
I'm pretty
Well,
happy with my
Good.
butthole being my butthole, so I'm gonna say butthole.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's kind of. Never mind.
I mean, I guess you could piss and shit at the same time, but
Projectily.
I mean, you can still do
Oh
that.
generally,
my
yes.
god. I'm
You can
just
still do
thinking
that,
back to like
but
fifth
it comes out of one
grade.
hole instead of two holes.
Freaking,
So, like, if you had a poop deck, would you have to call it the poop and piss deck? Like,
oh my god, that's weird. Yeah.
No, there's a cloaca hole in the poop deck.
What the heck?
You just
It's now the cloacal
Well,
deck.
it would make things a
Instead-
little simpler, wouldn't it?
instead of having cannons, you just wheel your cloaca.
yeah, weaponize the cloaca.
Weaponized cloaca.
This would be like the
Fire.
Smurfs where everything's a cloaca now.
That's
Hmm.
terrible.
Oh boy.
Oh, how's
Right,
everybody feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna eat some dinner and I'm gonna be in here, but I'm not going anywhere. So I'm gonna just be muted.
Okay, cool.
What
Would
did
you
I miss?
rather go
What did I miss?
200 years in the past or 200 years in the future?
Oh, I think the
Oh
past.
God.
It's like 1820. No, dude,
1823.
that sounds
Yeah, I'd
terrible.
probably.
I don't know, man. That sounds like
Let's
Yellowstone.
just say for the sake of the like wish or whatever that when you make this call, you're like in New York City or somewhere where it was already established. You're not just gonna end up in the fucking wilderness.
Okay, I mean that's good. Not like yeah, okay, that's great. Good. It's a good start.
I mean, you know, choose where you want. It could be Tokyo, Hong Kong, it could be fucking Bangor, Maine, but you'll be somewhere that has already been established.
Do you have like a life established at all wherever you are? Or, like,
Let's
or you just,
say
like,
let's say you are you from the present. So
Okay.
you
I'd
have
rather go with the
all the
Yeah.
connections you have now, all the assets you have now. They either go with you forward or backward.
I'll go to the past.
Oh.
I'll go to the past.
Probably in the past.
What?
Wait, okay.
So like,
Question. What's the question?
Yeah,
does that
but
mean?
let's use this as the rule. Like it's not like you would take a dollar from the present into 1823. You'd have
Yeah, but
like
if you're
that.
like a
You'd
middle
have like
class
that
person, you'd be
mathematical
like
equivalent
Cool.
of like if
So
you go
I'd
to the
still be
past.
super poor.
If you go to the past and you go to the bank account, you'd have that like percentage of money. Does that make sense? You
Yes.
wouldn't if you had.
So I'm just broke either way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is how I-
exactly.
This,
Like, what
this
the
is how
fuck?
I think of it, though.
Mm.
Being broke in the past, in like 1820, is a lot easier than being broke these days, or 200 years ago.
That is a fair
That's
True.
true.
Like,
Holy
200
And I'm
years in
sure
the
I could
future,
find
you're probably
some
gonna
other
be
jobs in the
like
past.
giving handies and doing, other things for your money if you're not, if you're poor in 200 years. You might be Japanese in 200 years, or Chinese. I'm sorry.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. You might be just like one human race in 200 years. Might just be like one country.
I highly
Like,
doubt
I
that.
feel like-
We're way too aggressive
Hmm.
toward each other for that to happen.
I'm
I
also
feel
thinking
like
of like the
going-
Fallout 4 scenario.
Yeah. I feel like going in the past, though, knowing what you know, like in your mind now, you would be way more advanced than people in the past. You know what I mean? Like,
You would at
You'd
least
be
be
like,
able
I'm
to.
from the future.
That's
And they'd be
kind of
like,
what I
how
was
do we
thinking.
know? And you'd be like, ask me anything. And they'd be like,
I think
what's
you
going to happen next year? And you'd be like, I actually don't know because I don't.
you could like
1823.
probably
you could
choose.
attach twine
Just,
to
I'm
an
from
arrow
200
and
years in the
shoot a
future.
fish, and like
Hmm.
people would be like, "Oh my god, that is the smartest thing I've ever seen in my entire life." And be like, "Yeah."
Like if you
You'd be
went,
like, dude, we have these devices, and they're like, it's like a computing device that makes phone calls. It connects everybody, and they'd be like, that's incredible. Can you build one? How does it work? I'd be like, yeah, I actually
the
don't know.
the Nate Bargatze bit where he's like, "Ah, fuck, satellites," and they're like, "What are those?" He's like, fuck."
Exactly. Fuck. Like, yeah,
Yeah, but like even the simple
it'd be
stuff you
fun.
Well,
know
you know what you
is
could
more
do?
advanced than what a lot of people back then knew.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
you could probably either way. If you go to the future, you're gonna be famous as like a specimen. If you go to the past, you're gonna be famous as like whatever you choose. You could lie low in the past and just be like, all right, I'm gonna go to where I know because I remember from social studies about the gold rush. So I'm gonna go now and find a
Well,
big
Yeah,
ass gold
first
mine.
one in California,
Yeah, yeah,
buying up
if I
all the
went
fucking
to
land.
yeah.
if I went to like
Yeah.
1823, they'd look at me and they'd be like, "My God, how old are you? Like 20?" And I'd be like, "Oh no, I'm like 42." And they'd be like, "You're the oldest person alive."
You're
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm
Oh,
actually your
yeah.
leader now.
I'd just be like, yeah, I'm trying to find a family, the Rockefellers.
Dude, you'd become like such a famous doctor by just being like, yo guys, stop
Wash your
injecting people
hands.
with mercury.
Wash your
Stop doing
hands.
that.
Stop
And
using
then
fucking leeches.
you'd get a fucking Nobel Prize for being like, stop injecting quicksilver into your veins. Stop it.
How about play off, the ass.
You'd be a
Oh
really good
man.
general if you could remember like the battle of certain, you know.
You can bring one book. You bring a detailed history of World War II battles and just wait it
Bro,
out.
I would bring no, never mind. I was gonna say I would bring
Horrendous.
the fucking Dungeon Master's Guide, but I'd probably get burned at the stake.
Oh.
Oh yeah, dude. Probably.
If you
But you
brought
could
anything
use
from the
that
future, you'd be
information and
famous.
like become a cult leader, being like, guys, Tiamat says you got to give me all your food and booze. Like you have to, and you have to give me all these horses too. I need them. Tiamat says so.
Fair. Fair enough.
Tiamat is our god in the future.
You just strike
Tiamat's our god in
you.
the future. He has a colorful cloaca.
Yes, you strike
Oh.
your Bic lighter that you brought, and you're like, Tiamat blessed me with their colorful cloaca, with the power of
Would
flame.
the word would the word be just unintelligent, like nobody knows what it means? Hmm.
Yeah, it
What,
would
the
I
cloaca?
probably
guess that
Cloacas have
point.
sound.
always been around.
I mean, like
Yeah, literally.
Tiamat would definitely sound like, oh, kill him. He's against God. And you're like, fuck, I forgot everyone's Puritan. Fuck.
Ah, oh no. Hmm.
You're hilarious.
I'd probably go past, though. That'd be cool. I'd definitely die from, like, pneumonia. Like, one winter, I'd get,
Probably.
like, wet in the rain and die. But shit would be
Or
rough.
you'd, or fjording the river.
Yeah.
I'd be
That's
like,
only
dude,
ankle deep. Whoops.
send me on this fucking Oregon Trail. Let's go.
What was Oregon Trail? Dysentery. Yeah, you died of
Dysentery.
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 This is
I
the
think I would
story of.
probably would like to go to the future.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah. What's the plan?
Just enjoy the future, bro. That's it,
That'd be pretty sick.
right? Like I don't have to come with a plan. I just want to see where we're at.
What if you get there and it's just like, what's that one movie where everybody's dumb?
Idiocracy.
Oh, idiosyncrasy or whatever.
Idiocracy.
Where they were wearing Crocs as their like footwear for the future and dumb people.
See, we're already almost there.
It was crazy. Did you not hear about this? So like they were looking for this odd shoe for people, dumb people, for the future in the movie to wear, and there was a startup company, and that startup company was Crocs, and like that was kind of like their first thing they did was before they even really sold any of their stuff. Was
And now people wear them all the time.
now people wear them everywhere.
Dude, people unironically have headlights on their Crocs.
Wild.
It's pretty cool.
That'd be useful.
Oh shit, we
No.
do have a nug bug in here too. Nice.
Yeah, we're ready to go, guys. So get your final drinks, smokes, whatever
Ready
you
to
need,
go right now. Alright,
Ooh.
and
me
let's
a
get
second.
ready to go.
bought some good sours from the Tampa Brewery.
Because guess what, people? It's Monday night. You know what that means?
Time for
It's
Tiamat's
D&D time,
colorful
baby.
cloaca.
D&D
Time to
time.
talk about cloacas, and somebody's got to
No.
bring up the horse murder episode. Oh wait, I just did.
What if you?
I'm just
Oh
trying
my
to.
god. What if?
I'm just
Okay.
trying to keep us on track.
So like, what if you had? What if you had a line of like perfume or cologne and it was called Tiamat's cloaca? And
I'm not sure you'd sell much of it, to be honest.
and like it's just shaped like the cloaca. And when you press down on it, it sprays out the cologne.
that is terrible.
I mean, I'll tell you this: that's a cologne that
Bro,
exists
that is
in this game
fucking
world.
disgusting and hilarious at the same
That's what I'm
time.
saying. In the game world, in D&D, like
No, that
if I
exists in
had it.
Verano's. Can confirm. That's terrible.
For
It's by
every gift
Fantasy
shop.
Chanel.
In like the commercial, there's just like a dragonborn standing there. It's like Tiamat's cloaca.
Yeah, yeah. Tiamat's cloaca.
They
And
just
then
start
yeah, it's
asking
just like
arbitrary questions, and then it's just like
yeah,
Tiamat's Cloaca.
yeah, and the model's
And
just
it's
standing there, and the music is really loud, and they're sexy. Yeah, it's cool.
and he's like playing a guitar, like just really
Yeah, of
loudly.
course. Oh, okay. Is everybody ready? Everybody's here? Do we feel ready to play some motherfucking D&D, guys?
Truly,
I believe so.
truly, truly outrageous.
Truly outrageous. All right, guys. Welcome to the world of Veranos, a world currently in crisis, as it is under assault by another realm. But a brave group of adventurers and their allies are determined to see this threat vanquished. All right, so you guys are currently in a bit of I think I'd call it a lull. I wouldn't call it a lull, but like getting ready to start your next big thing. There was, a pretty serious incident with one of the party members who has disappeared 9 months back in time using a wish spell, leaving a lot of unanswered questions, a lot of like open-ended feelings among the party. I think is a fair thing to say, which you guys sort of discussed last week and dealt with a little bit. You passed some different ideas around of things you could do. The idea of going full time cop was discussed, which is, totally still a possibility. You guys have the power. More specifically, Mr. Nugius Bugius has the power. Speaking of Nugius Bugius, Lord Nugbug, bump, 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 bump. Okay. Last week had a really cool moment. Where when you guys, the party went spearfishing on a nighttime spearfishing expedition to blow off some steam, to sort of have a little team building. And during that time, Nugbug, you realized that you no longer have to breathe. Because it's like that's one of the first steps of like this transition into a mummy lord happening for you. And I think we sort of glossed over this last week, but like that has so many more implications in terms of the rules of D&D than just, not having to hold your breath underwater. You're essentially
Right.
immune to poison now. A bunch of
Oh,
different things
shit.
you can do. Yeah, well, like airborne based poisons and stuff like that. So we got to remember that as the game goes on, there are things that would affect you differently because you're not required the breath. All right, so just
Okay,
keep that
cool.
in
I'll put it in
mind.
my note.
And you had a really cool moment where you sort of, I think you found peace with your current situation a little bit in a sense, because you sort of burst out of the water with a bunch of cool lights behind you, maybe giving the crew of the boat a little bit of a scare.
Okay.
But it was quite glorious for sure. But you guys, you had your fishing trip. The next day was spent sort of counting all of your chips, if you will, putting things in row and sort of determining what your next move is. So right now, I think you guys, your main objective is to get your hands on this astral submarine, which, its last known location was somewhere in the ocean. There's probably some people you can reach out to try and get updates on this. You had a meeting with H2 Bro, which I think went pretty well. He was as honest as he could be, but you definitely get the impression that, he is trying to work with you guys as best he can within the confines set for him by his organization. And there was like a really interesting conversation up on a lighthouse where you guys could only talk in like 4-second bursts, and stuff like that. So, that was an interesting meeting. And then you're now having a meeting in a few hours here at the end of the day with the Order of Our Silver Lady. They're going to come to Kempsport and meet with you at League HQ. Obviously, in addition just to being a great asset for the defense of Veranos, you're specifically excited to meet with them because they're known to, how do I put this? They're known to interact with or like have their sphinxes in their organization, right? And you guys are definitely a little curious about the whole time magic thing and what the implications of Ray going back in time could be. So I think that's one of your main motivations for reaching out to this order, in addition just to get a checkup on the defense of the realm. At the end of the session last week, you guys had sort of just finished meeting up with H2 Bro. You had a few open hours left in the day. Fetha really wants a tattoo of protection from demons. However, there's no one in Kempsport skilled enough to do such a thing. And even asking around to get some very varied answers about what would be involved in doing something like that. But yeah, so you guys can sort of you have your day. If there's anything you need to shop for, any role play you want to do, or you could just say no, we want to go straight to the meeting, and we can rock that meeting with Lady Strix. What are our thoughts? I would assume we pick up with the party like walking the streets of Kempsport, like just after leaving HQ after talking to H2 Bro. So you guys are just walking the docks, looking around, getting your bearings.
I'm walking next to Mayor Fieri, and I'm just saying, Mayor Fieri, I can't help but wonder, sphinxes, do they have a cloaca or do they have a sphincter? Like, because they're sphinx, you get it? You see? Yeah.
The mayor's gonna kind of like put a thumb to his chin and think, well, no, I've never seen one. But if they're as described in the myths, I think the bottom part is like a large cat, like a hunting cat, and I think cats have
Yeah.
buttholes.
So it
Pretty
would be a
sure.
sphincter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I'm like a mix of upset and delighted right now.
Fetha's in the
I'll
background
just
just
carry on.
dying laughing.
So Haliax, you used to run with this Order of Our Silver Lady, right? Is that true?
Sort of. Not really ran with them. Kind of like brought in to eventually run with them, but it never. Yeah, it was too much order and strict order.
Never really came to fruition,
Uh,
type thing.
yeah,
Not enough
wasn't
silver
really
lady.
my cup of tea at the time. They're good people. Don't get me wrong, they're good people, but it just wasn't really what I was looking to do at the time.
Just gonna kind of sweep my eyes across the crowd. Is it busy out right now?
No, it's not like overly busy. I mean, the town is definitely always has things going on, but like if you guys wanted like to find, like find a dock that's a little more empty so you could talk privately, like that's possible. It's not
Yeah.
like overly crowded.
Just kind of say to Haliax, I can't help but my mind is stuck on something H2 Bro told us. He said the warlocks at the headquarters were trying to maintain Manbat, and they said they needed some type of material source of power. They might be able to bring him out of it, and I don't feel safe saying it here, but I think we know where we could get something like that. That makes me want to contact some people.
And I mean, I'll remind you guys now, Garmello is actually holding some of that.
Oh yeah, he has
Marijuana?
some fresh, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll it up and smoke it.
We could like proverbial I think we smoke it when we go to see the homie. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Go to see the
Bring home
homie,
the sun.
smoke it, wake him up.
Save
Catch
Wow,
my
it
this is
drift?
actually really
if
funny.
we
This is
sit
quite the
down on the
analogy you
couch
guys are
and
drawing.
actually never do what we said we were gonna do. Yeah, like,
You could just show up to the homie who's definitely got to work in like 30 minutes and smoke him down and
Like
get him
when
way too high.
yeah, it's like when
So
you
then he
go to
can
hell,
show up work and be like, "I was high. Sorry, I late."
just stirring, just
Kanye.
stirring fondue cheese for like 30 minutes.
And
I
then this
like all
last
the
thing,
cheese.
this
Slowly make lasagna while the whole camp leader is right there in front of you while you're completely stoned out of
Oh,
your mind.
Just
you mean like
work
me,
the ricotta. Just work
ricotta,
it.
and mozzarella?
Just work the ricotta.
What are you doing? Making lasagna.
Work this cheese, man.
Wondering if I'm alive right now.
You guys got to come over here and put your hands in this. I imagine it's what Tiamat's cloaca feels like.
anyway,
Okay.
this last note, this last note I
Oh my
have here,
God.
I don't know if it was shared in character, but it's a note about Nugius. His relation to
Oh.
a certain large creature of ancient variety,
Large?
maybe huge.
That is a good question. Nugbook, yeah, did you tell them about your dragon ancestry, or is that just something we were
Huge.
discussing?
Yep.
No, I would assume it would be known.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
We
because I
probably
have a
would have.
bonus action where I can create dragon wings and fly. But
What?
What?
and I've
Mhm.
also I have
Wait.
a bonus action that does that.
Oh.
And
This
also
what?
wait, I've transformed into a dragon. Or no, I've summoned a draconic spirit.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Oh, I think you did do that one time. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
So,
yeah, I think it
okay.
would be known.
Tell me
So
about
with
what did you decide what that connection was? I
No,
listened
I
to it
didn't.
twice and
Give me a
it kind of
minute.
was up in the air, but it's up to you, like I said.
No, I think it would be what we were talking about, like an uncle of an uncle, right? That's what we were saying
Yeah.
last week.
Can it be your grandmother? Is that okay?
Oh,
Hmm.
sure.
You guys will have to wait till you get to the Boogies estate to figure out the details of that one.
well, that
I
being
like
said,
that.
Lord Nugius, I think the order may have some questions for you if they can see in you what we see in you. Um, other than that, just gonna kind of like pull his backpack up and like cinch it down a little bit more. As I really don't have anything I need to purchase. If you guys have anything you need to do, by all means, I'm gonna go salt some of these fish with Garmello.
All right, Garmello and the mayor go assault some fish. That's crazy.
I just asked Lord Nugius, like,
Salt
so does this mean
or
you can
salt?
turn into a dragon mummy?
Maybe.
That is to be
Maybe
told.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dragons
would be-
mummies
Figure
aren't
that
either
out.
scary enough on their own. We need a
That would
dragon
be a
mummy.
sight to
Yeah,
behold.
That'd
that
be super
is
cool.
Oh my God, that'd be really.
definitely. Yeah, I think that might work.
We'll see if you still got your wings once the transformation's
Oh,
complete.
look at this. I do have draconic transformation.
Lord Nugius, Bugius the
Yes, so
Everlasting, the
yes. The
Undying,
answer is yes.
the Horde Breaker, the Tower Render,
Dude, when I
Timekeeper.
sat down at the Frost Museum in that mummy exhibit, and the first thing I looked at was that little mask display in the back of the first one said, "Do you want to live forever?" And I was just like,
Oh.
"Bug bog."
Dang.
It's like this is too perfect. That's the question he's asking himself right now.
Right.
If you think about it, it's like death and
This-
life encompassed in one.
And
Like, like,
Well, being
not to
a D&D
wax,
mummy is a lot cooler than being like a real life mummy because that just means you're dead.
Yeah.
not to wax poetic,
Mm.
but like
True.
being a full-blooded elf, you already kind of have that aspect of, any friends you make, any relationships you build with people who aren't like full-blood elves, you're going to see them age and die. It's just a matter of time. This is just on like such
True.
a greater scale. Like
well,
undeath,
Yeah.
like
I was gonna say
you would see elves like rise and fall. And that's kind of unheard of.
well, and this guy can
Yeah.
probably bring like unfathomable amounts of death.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
he's gonna be like, I mean, dude, he could become like a level 100 sorcerer.
Hmm.
Oh,
He's got
It's
the
like,
Lord.
time.
you'd be like, what level are you? 20? Oh, what class? All of them.
so I'm saying you live
Every
forever.
one.
You live forever, but you're death incarnate. Like,
Yeah,
it's kind of wild. Yeah.
I believe that's definitely. It feels like where this is headed. Or maybe you could be good incarnate and a life giver. You don't have to be a death machine. Or maybe you do. I don't know. You guys gonna do any shopping? Anybody need
Kill all
anything?
the bad people.
We
Just
will
kill all
It's
the
see.
bad.
it's
Nah.
kind of like the way the Titans were used. Like you have them caged, and then when a greater threat than them is out, you release them. Everybody's seen the cartoon Hercules.
You can be a good guy and still kill a bunch of people. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just bad people need to die. I'm fine.
you could be a
Cos
god.
like cosmically good. Like
Heard
yeah, you
that.
save the planet so the plants can like continue to live, but you wiped
Oh,
out
like a
everything
Thanos
else.
type character.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because everybody
It could be that
loves
one
him.
what if
Everybody needs the
maybe it
power
could be that what
scarabs.
if episode where somebody changes him and then, you know, no genocide. Yay.
No genocide. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, that episode of What If was lit. They kept going back to that. It's not technically genocide.
You'd basically be the Scorpion King.
I mean, he's,
Hey, oh
you
man,
know, Nugbug's
don't
nicer.
crop on my inspiration for this whole bit.
Uh-oh. Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely more of a Mummy fan.
Hmm.
Okay.
I
Guys,
know
Shopping.
what are we doing?
Fetha. I
Are we
think I know
shopping?
Fetha and Haliax maybe wanted tattoos.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I could teleport you guys to,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, just say you do it. Y'all have the resources now to be able to do that kind of shit, especially in like
Yeah,
downtime sort of
fucking do
stages.
it.
I don't mind it, yeah.
All right. Who goes on the away team to Kaldheim for tattoos?
I might need
That'd
Nuggbug
be me.
just in case.
You need to have teleport. You can use teleport. You have teleportation circle access. I'd say the College of Lore, Irish, you would definitely have access to their circle.
Hmm. Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
can
okay,
I
okay.
get another tattoo?
What?
Yeah,
Can I get another magical tattoo?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's like no
Okay,
rules
hell
in this
yeah, I'm
game.
going then.
All right.
There's
I guess. Sure. All right.
yeah, I'm coming.
Hmm.
I have the perfect
I'll
idea.
go. I kind of want one.
Okay, well, whoever wants to travels to Kaldheim. I think that Griff is going to go with you.
Tattoos? Yes.
Yeah, Griff's going to go with you.
Fi's
get this
gonna stay back.
All right, fine. The mayor stays behind with Carmelo. Okay, cool. I think Talax comes as well with Griff.
Sweet.
Keep this fun. Okay, yeah. I mean,
What
you
are
guys.
our
I'm
thoughts
assuming
on
you.
Talax?
She seemed pretty good. I
How
remember
well
like
do we know her?
everybody was kind of sketched, and we did a lot of like high passive and active insight checks. It seems like they just to Fi, it seems like they just have like a genuine blossoming relationship.
Yeah, and I mean, we got a little wonky with the time because technically, like, a month went by of like time, but then this is actually happening at the beginning of that month because you guys wouldn't have waited a month to do the funeral, obviously. So, I think that like at this point, right after the funeral, maybe it still feels a little new to you guys, but it was noted that y'all had good conversations with her on the boat ride back from fishing.
Mm-hmm.
So that was
Okay.
a good opportunity to get to know her, and they seem pretty solid together. You didn't pick up on anything bad. So
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
I just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, maybe I
I
can
mean,
go.
I'm gonna unless you guys have anything else in Kaldheim that you want to do, I'm just gonna assume you go straight to Opal Bart's Nautical Curiosities shop and tattoo parlors.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's get this map moved up to the big old city.
Can I change my mind?
Yeah, you're there with them. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not going to tattoos. While they do tattoos, I'm going to the library. I want to research something.
Yeah, exactly. So you guys have the
Cool.
opportunity to do that. So you set a meeting
Can I
point, a
go
meeting time.
there? Can I tag along?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
guys can do whatever you want. In fact, you could even say that you split to different libraries to
Mhm.
maximize ground. You know what I mean? Or you could just both go to like, because I think that obviously the colleges all have their own knowledge repositories, and then there is some sort of central like government library knowledge repository in the city as well. I don't think we've
Okay.
maybe mentioned that before, but it makes sense it would be here.
Okay.
I
So you
think
sort of have your choice
yeah,
of
if
where to
there's
go.
something that's like common knowledge, like who would have the oldest records? Probably the government
Would it
one,
be
right?
College of?
Yeah, it's sort of like this. No, the government one definitely has like the most like the most information in it, but it's like government, so it's not necessarily
Not
well
a lot of
organized. And like,
esoteric stuff either. It's more
yeah,
like
secrets are
structure.
probably lost in there. It's more historic and stuff too. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But it's like also like unorganized and like you
Files
can
and
imagine
files.
that like yeah, and like secrets and important knowledge probably gets lost in that library a lot. It's like just nobody knows where it is. It's just in this huge stack of scrolls and papers and little stones that hold information. You know what I mean? Like a magical stone that has like a information in it. It tells you. That's
Cool.
cool.
Not like Harry Potter prophecies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not like I mean, similar vibe, but not like all crystal balls necessarily.
Okay.
But there is some stuff like that, absolutely. But it's like a mix. Yeah. And then obviously, yeah, the College of Lore will have a lot of magical stuff. The College of Creation might have less historic stuff, but more general knowledge if you want to know about like how to do something like with engineering or like learn about, that kind of stuff.
My thoughts kind of bring me to if we wanted a map of the sewers to find out how to get somewhere in the city, it'd be the government building. If I want esoteric knowledge about an ancient order of wizards, I want to go to the college.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you can think about which one you're going to go to and specifically what you want to research.
Oh,
Iris, if
I
you're going to go to the
know.
library, you think about that as well.
I'm ready. If you need to prep anything, it would definitely be for the college. We can cover what I'm researching, I guess, when we go to that scene. I don't know if you want to
Yeah, we'll
start with
cover that.
tats or end at tats, but it's up to you.
No, I was gonna start with tats and then like come back to it because that's gonna be like a longer process. I think that'll be more fun.
Sweet.
So yeah, the rest of you walk into Opal Bart's tattoo parlor and nautical curiosity shop. Again, as covered, this shop is like a boat, a wooden ship built into the side of the street. Like the bow comes out over, and you enter through like a door there, and it's like it goes back. It's like seems like it was like a boat that got hollowed out and put here. It's really strange. Um, but yeah, it's a cool spot, very piratey. But like it's Kaldheim, so like they're like respectful pirates. You know what I mean? It's not not like you guys just came from Kempsport, so you're like, are these even real pirates?
It's Red
Because the
Lobster.
Kempsport they have like real
It feels
pirates.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah. In Kempsport, you like always have to look over your shoulder. Here, like this is an establishment, and even the pirates who hang out here like recognize. I don't know.
They're performing.
Either way, really cool spot, really cool nautical curiosities, lots of awesome shells, little handy trinkets and such. But yeah, then there's the tattoo sort of side of the store where they have the tattoos. So I mean, yeah, you guys approach and there's sort of a burly gentleman sitting behind. He's tatted up basically his whole body, even like parts of his face, but it's not like weird tats. He's got it's like a lot of little like sea tats, like little anchors, shells, little ropes, things like that. Seems like a seasoned sailor, and he's like, "Welcome. I would be interested in some tattoos today."
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes, excellent.
Absolutely.
We do lots of different tattoos here. Are you looking to get something a little more standard or maybe something that's more exotic?
Something more exotic.
Exotic.
Oh, excellent crowd. Actually, it looks like you might have had one already, my slender friend. That's interesting. And he can sort of like recognize the magic on you because he's like really familiar, obviously, with this process.
Is it the same guy?
No, But he like
Okay.
recognizes the magic of the tattoo, or like the tattoo you have on you.
Yep, I got mine here.
So you know the process then. What are you thinking about getting today?
I want a dragon. That's a mummy.
Oh, nice.
Rock on.
Of course, the style of the tattoo can always be worked on, but what I was talking about the properties.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking to be a little bit stronger.
We could be doing that for you. A little bit of strength never hurt nobody.
Nope.
So that's you'd like a permanent
did
plus
it?
1 strength tattoo in the shape of a mummy dragon?
Yeah, like a cartoon mummy dragon.
Okay. Yeah, they can do it like it'll be like I mean it can be as cartoony as you want it to be. They could do it like, realistic or like half cartoony or like super cartoony, whatever you think you want it to look like. You know what I mean?
All right, I'll find something I like and show you guys.
For something like that though, I need myself about 2,000 gold, and I'd probably need about 750 gold worth of powdered gems in any assortment would be fine.
750.
750 gold worth of any gems powdered, and 2,000 gold is the base price.
Okay. All right. What do we have?
2,000
What do we
gold.
have?
Okay. I have a ton of gold, so don't even worry about that.
Wait, 750.
So
Okay,
2,000
cool.
gold. I'm gonna remove. Still have so much
I have to
gold.
do math now. Oof. Okay. Okay, so
And in my inventory, hold on.
what do we need?
I think I might have. Okay.
Should we keep the diamonds?
You said
Am I reading this right?
750.
Would be a good idea.
Yep. Now, you obviously have some gems you could get ground up and do it with magic. And then if you wanted to just buy those, it would still cost 1,000 gold because you're paying like a premium to buy them right now. Like you're not buying them here, you're buying them like at a store nearby or something.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I have 200 gold and jewels,
Wow.
but I have
Okay.
22 gold bars.
Damn.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna spend the extra 1,000 for.
Okay, yeah, sure. Mark off the extra 1,000. That'll cover the 750 worth of rubies and such.
Got
Love
it.
that. All right, yeah, your tattoo process begins.
All right.
He sends you off with an artist, and he looks at you, Iris, and he's like, "Or are you with them? No, you wanted to go research. Right?
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I think I'll do it later when we actually come back to Caldine, but I think I'll just. I mean, now I know, so that's cool. 2,000? Okay. I think I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
But no, not yet.
And then he looks over at you. How about you, big fella? What are you thinking about getting today?
I'm looking for a tattoo that'll help me stay protected from demons.
Oh, protection tattoos. That's quite a request, my friend. It's a bit different from just the normal enchantments that we do to one's physical strength or mental capabilities. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be a little more cost and labor intensive than a normal one.
Well, I think we should have the ability to do this. I have something special in my bag that might be of help. And
Alright.
I have residuum in my bag still.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, the residuum would just, in this case, it would definitely help.
It would just
reduce
replace
some of the
basically
cost.
whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And he actually also, he's like, I would need to contact somebody to make sure they're available. It has to be a specialty artist for something like this.
No problem. I've got some time.
Cool. So yeah, he calls out to somebody else in the store and like gives them like a letter and they like run out. He's like, all right, how about you, my feathery friend? Yes, I'm just looking for a normal tattoo. I'd like to get something to memorialize my daughter, Jennifer. And he works out with the tattoo artist the details of like a small, respectful tattoo. It's kind of strange though because he's a bird person. So what it is like he ends up getting like a heart on his chest that says Jenny in the middle. But like in order to do it, they have to pluck his feathers out to do the tattoo on his skin. So like for the next month, Griff just has this bald spot. You can see the tattoo as the feathers start to come in again. It's pretty great. All right, the runner comes back with a note. Fetha, actually, the runner doesn't even come back. Like a super edgelord looking pirate comes in the door. Like imagine like Chris Angel, but like sexier. Chris Angel's already so sexy. Yeah, like Chris Angel shows up, right? And he's like, "Here, you wanted a tattoo, protection from demons.
Yeah, that is correct.
I can do such a thing for you. However, the cost is not light.
Well, what's the cost?
It will be 5,000 gold, and I'll require at least 2,000 gold worth of powdered gems. I would also warn you, my friend, this procedure is dangerous. And some people sometimes try to get this tattoo because they feel it will help protect them from something that's already inside of them. This is not the case. And should somebody who's already has a demonic soul inside of them try to get one of these tattoos, the results would absolutely be fatal to the tattoo, which would not work, and I would not reimburse that person.
Well,
It's happened before. I say it every time.
I think we've hit a dead end in that case.
I'm sorry, my friend. Many people ask for this tattoo for the same reason. It is,
Well,
however, not.
It wasn't for the demon inside me. It was for the demons we constantly fight. But the demon inside me, I know tattoo is not going to protect me from that.
Well, if you should ever get this demon out from inside of you, I'd be happy to do the tattoo to help protect you from the demons to come, my brother.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I will come back as soon as this thing has been released from wherever it resides.
It's in your cloaca.
It's cloaca.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding, guys. There's only one party member who has a cloaca, and it's the Dragonborn.
No, but switch my cloaca with Heliax.
Ay. What's up
Or
with
just
freaking
remove my
coughing?
cloaca altogether.
Okay, whatever.
So yeah, you can totally get that tattoo, but you will probably have to do that after the events at that place.
Thornsburg.
Yes, that's the one.
No worries.
I want a regular tattoo, and I want it to be like underneath the one that I already got, the dwarves one. Then I want it to say, I just want it to be 3 letters and it's just TCC.
Sure, that's like that costs you like 5 gold. You can do that.
Perfect.
Deal. We all know what it stands for. Heard that. Oh my god. Does anybody else want to shell out 7,000 gold for a protection from demons tattoo?
I was thinking about it
Because it does seem like it'd be
thinking,
handy.
yeah. Yeah, like I'll fight him. I'll fight that stupid son of a bitch. Yeah.
And, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it would be like you would basically like you would cause fear in demons that fight you. So like they'd have to roll every round to not like run away. So it would be more effective against like lesser demons,
Yeah.
but less effective against some of the bigger ones.
A lot of gold.
I mean, I'm about to be a mummy lord.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're about to cause fear in like everything you fight.
So if
Did
any of
you
my
ever
friends
just like
want it-
did you ever just go on D&D Beyond and look up the Mummy Lord like character sheet and just drool
I
over
have.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're like, oh man, there's a lot on here.
Oof. Yeah. There's a lot going on there.
What's going on?
I
Make
don't
some
even know
data cards.
how it's all gonna work.
Okay, so then we cut away from the tattoo shop where Fetha's looking a little, probably a little disappointed. Edgelord Chris Angel walks out. Griff and Iris are both in chairs getting tattoos done. No, sorry, Griff and wait, Nugbug? You got a tattoo. Yeah. Griff and Nugbug are both in chairs getting tattoos done. So, Mayor Gary, which college did you go to, or which library?
I think to start it would be the College of Creation, being the one he's attached to and trained at. So he would probably see if the head librarian, is in, just to kind of have, if they can have like a small 5-minute face-to-face.
Yeah, you'll have to queue for that and wait in line to get
How,
because she takes meetings all day.
that's fine. What does the line look like?
It's not like super long, but it's probably at least like a 45-minute wait.
Yeah, I think he would try to use his celebrity at this point to get an earlier meeting.
Okay.
So that'd be some kind
You
of
know what?
roll.
Yeah, I'd like you to roll. I just don't know what for. I think maybe roll for.
Either persuasion, performance. I'd be
Yeah,
down.
yeah. I think charisma.
Just straight charisma. I'm down for
Performance.
that. Performance.
Was
Okay.
something charisma based, and I think
Sure.
performance is definitely charisma based. So that makes
So
sense to me.
I guess to kind of make the role, like make there be a reason for the role, he would kind of be a little boisterous and be like, "Oh, hey, you know, listen, I need a quick meeting. Trust me. I will have lunch in for the entire staff on me. I just need 5 minutes with the head librarian. So I'm gonna make a roll.
Alrighty.
What do we get?
Oh, should I give you a bardic inspo?
I got a 2 plus 16 for an 18.
Oh, an 18? Yeah, cool. No, yeah, you're fine. They let you in without waiting because they recognize you as probably the most famous alumni of the College of Creation to ever live. You know, the fantasy celebrity chef. Okay, so yeah, you get to meet with this was a guy. This was wait, you think I would have looked this up already? You said you were from here. This guy's name was you know, who knows, right? But he has a name.
Oh, Magus Kane, how are you?
Cool.
Wonderful. Good to see you, Mayor Gary.
Yes.
How's everything good?
Things are great, you know. I feel like we've got our feet dug in. We haven't lost any cities or even a village in the last week, so not much to complain about there. Although speaking of that, I do have kind of a particular subject I'm researching. Do you have a few minutes for me?
Always have time for you.
All right. And then, you know, beyond the role play, suppose it would be an investigation, but what I'm looking for is about the Zenai Magus. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. I think the number one question I'm trying to pursue is, what is the significance of their order and what was their purpose in relation to the Watcher?
Okay. Would you ask me these one at a time or just like lay them all out like a list?
I would just kind of bring up, all right, Kane, I'm going to kind of examine his face when I say Zenai Magus. How does he react?
He's like, He's like taking notes as you're talking about it.
Zanari?
He doesn't really react.
Maybe I wrote it down wrong.
None of that,
but,
none of that really rings a bell off the top of my head, but I can definitely have some of my my archivists look into it for you if you'd like.
That'd be wonderful. On the short list, I'm looking for what families were involved in this order, if any of them still have bloodlines and any points of power today. what was their focus and purpose? Were they a reactionary order brought together to prevent something, to stop something? Are they part of the creation myth? My head is swimming. And one of the main things I'm looking for is, what is the significance of that Watcher statue in Kempsport? I've heard local folklore rumors that it was somehow related to this order in some kind of way, and there's been a
Oh,
recent
okay.
change at this point of power where the statue seems to have changed direction, and the populace can't seem to remember or agree on if it has happened. But I can attest, creation is my witness. This thing is facing the threat that currently holds a hammer over all of our heads.
Interesting. No, from what I know of the Watcher, that I do have some familiarity with. We actually sent a team out there a long time ago. They did intensive research on it. It appeared just to be a statue, but you're correct. It is documented to have moved at several different times over the years, turned its directions. I'll tell you, it's interesting. Every time it does, there's some sort of rumor it's connected to something specifically, but it's usually we figure it's just random. We can't necessarily figure it out, or we haven't in the past.
What of this order? Do any of them still exist?
I've no idea. I've never even heard that name before. I'm gonna have to have my archivist do some deep digging on that.
I'd like to take part in that. I'll excuse myself. I know you're a very busy person. Um, I'll have lunch in for you and your
Yes, well,
staff within the
the
hour, and
archivist, I wouldn't expect anything back from them for at least a week. They've got a lot of work on their plates to do. I'll put it in as a request with a priority order, but it's not something any of them are available to go work on right now.
well,
I mean, there is.
that's where I have them beat, Kane. I have nothing to do today. So I'd be happy to go through the archives myself, even if I don't get anywhere. I know you're strong and intellectual. Archivists will do their best.
Yes. Unfortunately, as you probably know, I mean, what you're looking for is very, very old information. Is what I believe, because for me to not know of it means it's probably quite old. So my intent was to send them first into the restricted vaults and some of the oldest materials to look for this. You won't be able to accompany with that, but you're welcome to have a peruse through the general areas.
All right.
Am I here?
Given that, oh yeah, is Iris here?
I don't know, did you go with him or did you go to do
Yeah,
your own?
I tag along.
Okay.
Yeah, Iris said she was gonna.
I don't know. I just he's like he's refusing a lot right now, and I'm just kind of like, oh.
So roll a history.
Okay. I'm trying to make things click, but I don't think anything's clicking right now.
Yeah, with a 17.
Oh,
No,
God. Nope.
but still, the 17. Yeah.
Bad.
Iris, you're getting kind of outraged, and you're like, he's hiding something from us. Mayor Gary, you're like, oh yeah, that's standard protocol. That's how they operate here. Yes. It
Knowing that,
tracks with you, but Iris,
knowing that,
you're getting like worried.
I'm
knowing
like,
that the mayor would probably sense the body language, look
okay.
at Iris and be like, "Listen, there's literally leagues
Is
and
this normal?
leagues of scrolls that they need to go through, and the scrolls aren't even the information. It's just telling them where the information is. So it will take quite a bit of time. But
And
what
it's
we
one of those
can
things where
do
like,
is I had something else I wanted to look up at the government libraries. Can you keep a secret, Lady Iris?
I mean, you know me.
I'm
As long
quite
as I don't drink,
interested.
I'm pretty much.
Quite interested in coin with the Boogiest crest showing up everywhere we go, where the worst things seem to be happening. I'd like to read a little history of the Boogiest family.
Do you
Some
think the
bloodlines,
College of Lore
names.
would know anything about this?
It sounds like something that they might know about, but we may need to go through their archivists.
Okay.
Let's give it a try.
You got to
Follow
think.
you.
You got to think it's one of those things where like there's areas you can go in, but like if they let anybody roam around like certain sections, then everything's just out of order, and then they'll never be able to find stuff again. That's one of the reasons the government library is such a mess, because that's pretty much mostly public access. So that's why it's like really difficult. Even the archivist there, like I don't know where that is. It's supposed to be here. It's not here. What a surprise!
Okay.
Very practical. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, do you want to go do the Boogiest research? He asks like where he can send like a packet when he gathers the information.
Yes, and then I will take out a piece of parchment and write down. I suppose we have like a drop, like a dead drop for the HQ in Kempsport, or maybe they even have a mailroom. I don't know.
Yeah, it can be. It can be. I mean, he can have it sent to the League HQ in Kempsport.
I'll write it down and show it to him, and when he nods that he knows what that is, I'll burn it, throw it in whatever fire is nearby.
Okay. He seems quite entertained by that.
And I'll kind of tap my temple and be like, just give me a shout when I've got something coming my way.
Yes, we'll do it. Good luck researching the Boogiest estate.
Yes.
It's like I'm actually bad at keeping secrets. I'm just kidding. You're fine.
No, I know you are, but you're such a lonely hermit. It won't matter.
And there you go. Okay.
Okay.
And then I don't know.
What do you send over for lunch?
Pork sliders, coleslaw, and probably like a chopped salad.
A little barbecue plate.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Cool. Love it.
Sounds good.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys go to the public library.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know anyone there, so
Yeah, well, here
I
it's just
guess
going
it
to be
would just be like
investigation checks.
check the card catalog and go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily,
You
there
said
is a
something
section on like
about like family bloodlines.
there's a
and
section
stuff.
on like noble families, so you have some direction of like where to go.
Okay.
So you guys can either each make investigation checks, or one of you can make a check with advantage.
I'll give
I
you
think-
Bardic Inspo if you want to do it.
Okay, and I will guidance myself.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Okay. So you're gonna be pretty jacked up for this roll. Let's see it.
here's
How
the
high
first
can you
one.
get?
Not great. Here's the second one. Not great.
Uh,
So
Alright, add that
11
D4 and then
plus a
Bardic
D4
Inspo.
and
At a 12?
a 1. Damn it.
Oof. Come
A
on.
3. So 4, 15. So above average.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, 15 above average. You do find information on the Boogiest family, but it's not super in depth. As far as what
Do
that
any
information is, you know what I mean?
are there any like
that's up to you.
branching links to any other like powerful non-elven families that I find?
Well,
As
Yeah,
far as like as
sure.
far
I
as
mean-
probably like commerce and maybe military like contracting, things like that, protection.
Yeah, they have
elemental way,
business
right?
dealings. I mean, you wouldn't even need the book to know that they have business dealings with pretty much like every other noble family and or like large organization that exists, like in like
Gnomes for
nature.
sure.
Gnomes
Yeah.
for sure. Okay.
No,
What
it's for
about
sure. There's definitely, I
Probably
think there's
dragons.
and the seal? Is
I
there a
think
family seal in the information I find?
yeah, there's definitely some sort of crest or seal. I mean, that's up for Nugbug to sort of create if he wants, or we
Does
can
it
just, we could
match?
describe it.
Does it perfectly match the gold bars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't
So
seem
there
like
re-
it
that
could be a
really is-
forgery or anything like that. I'm not an expert in something like that, but we can. Okay. Interesting. All right, well, that's something to start at. Probably took a couple hours to do all this, right?
Yeah, you guys would need to be heading back towards the meetup at this point.
Is
Between
there
both those
anything
things,
you're
you definitely
looking for,
it
Lady
took
Iris?
a while.
Hmm?
With a 15,
Oh.
it took you a while to find that info.
Well, I don't know. I kind of wanted to look more into the Watcher and like if there was any lore on that, but I don't know if we have time.
Well, yeah, since
Like
you
if there
rolled
was
with him,
We could have
since
split.
he
Yeah.
rolled,
Yeah.
yeah, the way you guys rolled though, you both worked on this essentially. Is the idea. But I mean, I will say
Oh,
this:
wait,
there's
what?
like the lore for the Watcher guys is like none.
There's
Like
like
it hardly
nothing, which is
exists.
so weird
And like
because
you
like
would know, you probably know more about the Watcher
what?
than anyone in Kaldheim because of all the time you spent in Kimsport. You guys have actually investigated it.
There's this
Like
kind
you
of
Is
really, I
thought.
think,
There's this thought I'm having about the Watcher that like the Watcher is probably just what it's called colloquially, and for all we
colloquially?
know,
Oh,
like locally and
oh
like
my God,
recently.
maybe.
So maybe it's like the name of some hero or some demigod or some like person or entity that did something great, and the Watcher is
Well,
just
what
what we
does the
call it
Watcher
it's
look
because
a
like?
name. It's a name that I mean, you would know this much. You would know the name the Watcher was given to it by the people who founded Kempsport. The
Yeah,
statue
but
was already there. It had probably been there for
yeah.
thousands of
it's like
years, possibly. So it would definitely be
What is
accurate.
it?
the ancient Egyptians didn't call it the Great Pyramid of Giza. They
Uh,
probably called it something
Exactly.
else. Like,
would it be kind of weird to like try and compare like what it looks like to like history wise? Like
or yeah, are there any
what would
other
this represent?
statues of this type of ancient nature at
What does the
other
Watcher
like
look
big
like? We
cities?
just know it just
I think
watches, but I know it
wasn't it
has a
like
face.
it was like a kneeling it was like a kneeling figure facing out to sea and then it turned to face inland?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yep. I mean, it's been known to have changed direction several times, and it's like you don't think that anything magical happens when it does. It's just that like you walk past a statue every day, like especially people who live in like a city. If you imagine walking past like the same statue every day, like you might not notice if it changed 90 degrees, or
Mm,
you might notice immediately. Like some people are like that. You know what I mean?
mm,
It depends on the person. Like, and then you have the confirmation basis where you'd be like, no, it's always faced that way because I'm not wrong. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
change.
mm.
You know what I mean? So like it's literally just that's all. I mean, it doesn't have
Mhm.
to be magic for it to be like that. I guess is my point.
I think the
I'm just
last
thinking like,
yeah. Go ahead.
no, I
So
like,
well, hold on. You guys
is
asked
there
a really good
any
question. You
is
asked
there
a
any
really good question.
correspondence to what the Watcher looks like to any figures in history that are famous? Maybe, maybe not.
You'd have to do like a separate research for that. But you did.
Yeah.
I mean, you asked a really good question. You don't know the answer to. Are there other statues like this?
Mm,
You haven't encountered them. That's something you could definitely
we've
research, but
never.
you'd need to have
Yeah.
a separate research session.
Yeah, for sure.
And the
For sure.
reason this is very troubling because
Why?
if people can't agree on the way it's facing, people how is a historian gonna? I'm just worried that it's some kind of mind bug that
Mind
it
bug.
it just
Ooh.
settles into wherever the statue is and it just looks like it should be there. I just think there's a lot more significance to
So,
this, and next time we get a chance to sit in a dusty library, I think I want to do it all day and figure this out. But we have
oh yeah.
friends
Yeah.
getting stuck with needles. Let's go see how they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost
Alright.
time for the meeting. You guys, I mean, it was already 5. The meeting was like 8, so you only had a
Maybe I
couple hours.
can like. Huh? Sorry. What?
But you only ever had a couple of hours, so like, yeah,
Mhm.
your time is pretty much up at this point.
Yeah, heading
All
back.
right. I'll dimension door us. Yeah.
500
It's gonna
feet.
be cool. I don't know. I'm
That
thinking
helps
about it.
you
Like,
get out of the
can it work?
library.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty
Roll.
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's your okay? Your passive
I'm just
perception's
thinking about
25,
it. Like,
right?
okay, here. I'll roll it. I won't do it, but I think I don't know. There's something that I was thinking about. Like, you arrive at exactly the spot desired It can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe. And I'm thinking like, well, if I kind of know the way, as long as I hit 500 feet or within that.
I
Does
mean,
that make
yeah,
sense? I don't
it's
know.
not going to really help you traverse the city or get back any faster. But like, yeah, because I mean, but yeah, you can use it. I'm just saying, like, the idea is like, what I'm asking is like, so your passive perception is 25, right?
Oh,
So if you're just trying to go out
yes.
on the street, the point is, how well do you remember the street? You could overshoot it. You're in the middle of a big city. So, like, I'm going to have you roll something, I guess. I think
Oh
just,
God. Oof.
I
Should I
guess,
do
roll a perception. You'll probably be fine. You have super high perception.
this? Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you're fine. You just like, you guys are done studying and then you just joink out of the room.
Okay.
Like
From
after you disappear, there's like the echo of the spell, and then you hear there's like somebody yells like, "No spell casting in the library," and
Oh
like that
shit.
echoes. You guys aren't there for that. Like, it's fucking on now.
Uh-oh.
That was just a leave behind. Okay. I mean, so yeah, you guys start making your way towards the meeting point, or what? Is there anything else?
yeah, no, not for Phi. For you to go back.
Right. So the rest of you, you finish up your tattoos. They're nice. Everybody's happy with them, right? Fetha, what have you been doing while these boys get tatted up? Did you get a regular tattoo or any sort of stat tattoo? I don't think you need more
No,
strength, but like you could do wisdom, intel. No? Okay, cool.
no. Fetha's just been sitting there, thinking about what the process could be to get rid of Ozzy from inhabiting him and cursing him.
Yeah.
He's wondering what Savron has planned for him, and how difficult the trial is going to be.
What? No, I know. Okay, so
I was like, wait,
what's your
Did
passive?
I
Yeah,
say
what's
something
your
wrong?
passive perception?
I think it's 10.
10? Okay, I think so too. Wait, Haliax, you been getting a tattoo? What have you been doing?
Yeah, I got the PCC tattoo.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
You're such an asshole. Okay.
it's
Um,
11 actually. Ooh.
it's 11. Nice. So yeah, with a
11.
passive 11, it's not, you just, if the bar's cool, you like this place. They serve drinks here, so maybe you get some drinks, whatever. Smoking out the second floor on the balcony, doing your thing. It's all well and
Hell
good.
yeah.
So,
I'm
you
slowly
guys
getting a
all
tattoo
leave.
artist high as they're tattooing my friends.
Yep. You guys who are all leaving the tattoo shop, what are all of your passive perceptions?
That are
Uh,
at the tattoo shop.
16.
Who did you say?
The people leaving the tattoo shop. So I already know Fetha's, so I need Haliax and Nugbug's passive perceptions.
17.
Okay. Mine is 16.
Nice. Griff's got a really high one too. Yeah, Griff's a 21. Oh shit.
Cool.
Haliax, passive perception?
17.
17. You guys are a decently perceptive bunch. All right, so those of you who are above a 15, which is everyone except for Fetho, when you guys are walking through the streets, you definitely notice that you're being followed by like two individuals who are just dressed in like normal clothes. They just seem like street people, but they're following. Um, and I'm assuming you do. I mean, what do you guys notice this? What do you say or do?
I ask, who all's with us again?
It's Haliax, Fetha, Nugbug, and Griff walk into a bar. In fact, Griff goes, "Guys, play it cool. I think we're being trailed."
ooh.
Do we wanna
Yeah, I see
do
them.
we wanna face them now, or do we wanna wait?
We best not to get messy out here on the streets. Quite crowded.
Okay.
I can always turn around and intimidate the shit out of them.
Let's keep going. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
you guys keep
You want,
walking.
you want to give me,
They what?
So you want me to give them the old smoking nose bit as I stare at them menacingly?
We just
All
want.
right, so everybody's
we don't
like,
want
play
them to
cool.
know that-
Fetha just
yeah.
takes a huge hit, turns around, gives him the demon eyes and the smoking nose. Roll
Can we
intimidation.
roll? Yeah. Let's
dude,
get some.
for sure.
Let's get some rolls, man.
Oh my god.
Right at this
Okay.
point, they're like 8-9 feet behind you. They're getting pretty
Oh.
close.
That's close.
Close. 27. Yeah, they definitely back off for a minute. They both sort of stop. They look at each other. They look at you. They sort of keep a larger distance. They're more like 15 feet behind you, but they're still like following you pretty obviously.
Fetha takes 3 steps closer to him as like to mock charge them.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
they're like 15 foot away. They come back a little bit, but they don't run away or anything.
He draws his axe.
Okay. So you've taken a few steps away from the rest of the party.
God, what are we doing?
As Fetha draws his axe, you there is a lot of commotion happens all at once, right? Something drops from the roof above you, and as it hits the ground, it expands into the shape of a rhinoceros. And as this rhinoceros apparates essentially right in front of your party on the street, there's 2 other individuals jump down from the roof as well. And this is as soon as Feth has drawn his axe. He's distracted by the 2 in the back. So this is happening to the rest of the party. These 2 individuals jump down, and they begin to try and grab for Nugbug's bag of holding.
No!
So there's going to be 2 contested strength checks. They each try to make a grab for the bag. Nugbug, contested strength number 1, please.
Oh god.
Oh,
Wait, how do I
no.
edit it so I get the +1?
Yeah, you can, if you click on the score. Nope. If you have to go to your character editor and then you add it in as like a permanent modifier, which you can do. But if not, for now, you just remember to add 1 to your result.
Okay. Alright, hold on.
How close am I to Nugbug?
Okay, so it would actually be an 11 because your strength would be considered 0 instead of -1. Okay, it's like a new modifier. Okay. With an 11 though, yeah, this dude gets his hand solid on the bag and he rips it off of your belt. The other guy, seeing this, stops his attempts and just him and his friend go to run away, but they only make it like 10 feet away from you guys because they had used most of their movement to jump on top of you. Okay. So there's a rhinoceros. Don't forget that, please. Okay. Fetha, you definitely heard this commotion behind you. The rhino coming out made a swoosh. I'm assuming Nugbug is going to call something out, but you guys have just been robbed on the streets here.
Okay, so Fetha, knowing this, uses his great bag of tricks.
Well, we are going to go into initiative, so.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
We are going to get those initiative rolls
Contention.
going.
Can Fetha or Heliax be surprised by something they can see? Would they get like an action off? I don't know if they have that feat or not.
So wait, did they take my bag? Is that what you were saying?
Yes, the
Yeah,
bag of
they have
holding.
the bag of holding.
I have
The thing they're
2
gonna
now.
teleport away with next turn.
You have 2?
I have
Then the other
Holden's
dude
bag of
grabs for the
holding,
other one. Let's get that second contested strength.
Because I have Holden's, and then I have the one we found that's supposed to actually release animals.
Oh,
We're doing strength again?
if you have 2 bags, the second dude's gonna grab for the other one, yeah.
Right, I think I have Holden's bag, unless Iris has it.
You were double pouching, bro.
Oh boy.
I thought we split the bags in the dungeon because Nugbug didn't carry 1 with all we holding.
I mean, I would
You
say
can
it
only
makes
carry
more
1.
sense that
I
obviously.
thought somebody else had it, but I don't remember who had it.
No, Nugbug 100% had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Holden left a letter, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So, oh god.
Yeah, but I thought maybe he gave it to Iris because he found another one. He couldn't hold it because of the gold in it.
Oh.
Because of the gold in one of them. So you wouldn't be able to hold both bags. You'd have to hold one because of the weight. Now I know the bag of holding like eliminates weight, but one was full.
I think
One
Well,
was
they're
full.
both pretty much
the
full
weight
of gold.
matter,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause we're carrying all this stuff anyway.
We should invest in a bank.
Let's roll that straight.
See if
Aye,
they get the
aye,
second
aye.
back.
Get a natural
Uh-huh.
20.
Do it. I would love that.
So would I. That's 20, baby, that mummy straight.
God, boy. Oh boy, guys.
Hmm.
Do I get a reaction or something?
I mean, we'll just, for now we're just doing this and then we're gonna get there. So yeah, the second bag they get as well. So these two guys are 5 feet away. I'm sorry, 10 feet away from you guys, running off to the side of the street. Rhino's right in front of the three of you. Feather's a few feet behind, facing off against the two dudes who were behind the party.
So roll it.
So if any of you guys have feats or whatever that you can't be surprised, bring that up now. Fetha, you would be considered to have been engaged in what you were doing with the other two dudes. But like Haliax, if you have something like that, now would be the time to bring it up, okay? And Nugbug, you would be able to do an attack of opportunity as these guys ran away. You can attack one of them.
Okay.
Or, I mean, yeah. Do you have the Warcaster feat?
I do, yeah.
So you can cast a spell as an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Now, I would remind you, you are in a crowded city street in the heart of Calpine.
Fuck those people.
As there's a decent amount of people around. They're scattering because it's all happening at once, but it's all happening right now. So people are still pretty tightly grouped around, right? So that's just a warning as you're checking your spells out, okay?
Yep.
So mine just says you have advantage in initiative rolls, blah, blah, blah. Also, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn.
Okay,
If you enter
cool.
a
Yeah, but
rage,
they're not necessarily getting a whole free turn. It was the trap was being sprung and a bunch of held actions essentially went off.
But does that mean like I would be able to go into a rage on my first turn if that was the case?
Yeah, so if let's say you guys get ambushed by a bunch of goblins who get the drop on you, so they're all gonna go first before the party, you would get to go with them that turn.
No, okay.
Whether you raged or didn't attack. Are you talking about like right now?
This is normally on your first turn if you enter a rage before doing anything else.
Well, no, because rage is a bonus action, so you're just foregoing the third attack. You can still do 2 attacks with the benefits of rage on turn 1. Absolutely.
So, question. Where are they heading?
I mean, imagine if you guys are walking. I'm actually just trying to set the party up. There's you guys are walking down a straight street. Say you're headed north, right? These guys came from what would be east and they're running west. And the 2 dudes following you would be down to the south. Okay?
So the guys that
rhinos-
stole my bags.
Yeah?
They're in front of us, or you said they're going...
No, they're moving off to the side, parallel or perpendicular to you.
to the right? Or left?
Yes.
Okay.
To the right. The left, imagine, is where there's a building.
Okay.
I kind of set it up in the middle of the Kaldheim map. If you imagine, here, I'll draw a wall.
So it's outside. So they're not going down an alley or something.
No, it's on a normal street. So we'll say this is a building, one side of the street. Y'all are off to one side, right? And then the people run over to the right where it says Citadel of Hope. And
Okay.
yeah.
So... Alright. Can I see them?
Yeah, absolutely. They're only 10 feet away from you, right on the street.
Okay.
Absolutely, you can see both of them clearly.
Okay, so do they look like strong, beefy guys? Are they wearing armor?
No armor, just street clothes. They do look like strong, beefy guys. Definite ruffians, these ones.
Mm,
They are all armed with like daggers and like minor weapons, but nothing like super serious.
I'm gonna fucking kill these guys.
Oh no, I'm sorry. These
I
two
know.
dudes, are like not. These two dudes are not as beefy. Sorry, the guys following you were kind of beefy. These two guys who jumped down from the roof, not as beefy. They're more like,
Okay.
they're like runners.
So can I see? I know which one has Holden's bag.
They each have, yeah, you know which one has Holden's bag versus which one has the other bag.
Okay. I am fucking pissed.
Oh,
So, I'm gonna attempt to power word kill this bitch.
Oh fuck. Okay. I mean, that's not area of effect. That's perfect.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna cast a 9th level spell on this guy, bro. Let's
Oh my
fucking do this.
god!
Like, let's go. No, this is what
Hell yeah.
killed fucking Holden. This is how
This
Holden
guy
died,
has
guys.
no
He got
word
power word killed it.
for this guy.
So, what does this do? 100 hit points or fewer. It dies right away. Oh boy. Oh. Alright. So you spent the spell slot?
It's done.
Oh fuck. Alright, this dude falls dead.
Oh,
he dies. Yeah, I mean one of the guys. So yeah, he dies. He dead. So yeah, one of the guys will say, boom. They were like this, running away from the group, right? We'll say Haliax and Nugbug will swap you two, right? You guys are running away from the group, and we'll say it was the leading guy who had Holden's bag. He just falls to the ground. Like, it almost looks like he tripped, and like his friend like looks back for a second and then just like keeps running, or is like, his friend's gonna do whatever he does when it's his turn, I guess. But yeah, the one dude, it looks like he just trips as he's just like not alive anymore.
Might I ask, because this is what I'm heavily interested in, what does it look like when Nugbug casts Power Word Kill? It's a word you say that murders someone. What the fuck?
Yeah.
it's weird.
guess-
Yeah.
It could be any word, So I think the word was literally die. But Nugbug screams, "Die, bitch!"
Okay. You scream die bitch, the dude sort of trips. I don't even know if his friends recognize, like, they might think he just tripped. I don't even know if they recognize that you just, like, one word killed this man.
Yeah.
They do now.
I think, it's so subtle that it's just
I'll learn today.
immediately limp. Just
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like he just
nothing.
trips. He just fell because he was running.
Yeah.
So, Haliax, I need your initiative roll, and I'd really like you to roll under a 10, because we can keep this whole fight under 10 initiative. That'd be really nice.
Well, no, I already
Bonus
rolled.
points if it's less than 8, okay?
It's already
Oh, what'd you
rolled.
get?
It's
Come on.
22 up
Oh,
No, we're using a 7.
there. It's 7 and 22 up there, because I have advantage. So
No, we're going to use the 7. I'm just kidding.
He really wants him to get away with our bags.
That was a 19.
No, I want the whole initiative to be under 10.
it's
That
nice.
would've
That would be pretty cool.
I fully recognize setting this encounter up that they were never getting away with your bags.
Yeah, no, they're all dying.
Like-
I'm gonna kill them if no one else.
It's like, obviously, but they're gonna try, and they're gonna try real hard. So,
Yeah,
Do your
I don't
best.
even know what they're dealing with.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
No, but they did drop a rhino on you, which actually, if they had timed it a little better, was supposed to actually land in the middle of the party and like create commotion and knock you guys over. But
Oh
due to
shit.
Fetha's antics, the timing was a little off. They had to spring the trap early.
All right.
It was almost perfectly timed.
Almost. Edward James almost.
All right, so Haliax, you're up.
So, where's the rhino?
You see the cow right in front of you?
I don't see anything. I see a big map of Cowhine.
Yeah, zoom in where there's a cow just south of Jork Park.
Oh shit, my initiative is 14.
Ooh,
Well,
I'm in the
guys, you
wrong
gotta
place.
click on your fucking thing. No, I'm just kidding. It's all right.
I'm like,
I mean,
I don't know. Where am
Sorry,
I?
I just
Here?
noticed.
we were never gonna be all under 10. Now I'm heartbroken. Thought we had a
Sorry,
chance.
sorry, I
Oh.
ruined that.
Oh, I see it.
That's rough.
Paleax already ruined it. Don't worry. With his 22
Don't worry, enhance.
hands. All right, chop this dude up or kill this rhino. What are you gonna do?
No, okay, so where are the other guys at? Oh, they're 2 behind me.
There's 2 that were talking to Fetha, or not talking
And
to
there's
Fetha,
one
but
over
he
there
was
next
interacting
to
with
the
it.
dead,
Yeah.
the dead one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even
and
sure
who
if you
has-
guys know he's dead.
Does the guy have the bag to the left?
They both have one. Yeah.
Was that? Okay, I'm gonna go after that guy.
I think
How far away is he?
seems yeah. He's like 15 feet away from you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Okay.
The rhinoceros is gonna take an opportunity attack as you run past it.
Oh well, fuck! I didn't know I was that close to it.
Oh.
I dropped it right in front of you guys.
Okay, then I'll just go after that
Mhm.
beast thing.
It's just 16 damage. Like I'm sure you can afford it. It doesn't affect you in any other way. Oh,
Yeah.
actually, the rhino has sentinel. You can't move. I'm just kidding.
Oh. Okay.
Alrighty. So.
Yeah, I mean, you could also just face off against this thing right now. You could probably chop it up.
I was thinking about just grappling it.
Oh shit.
I mean, you do have the mighty belt. Like, damn, dude, you can probably pick that
Probably
rhino
could,
up.
actually. Yeah, that's
Yeah, think
fair.
about grappling it. So, yeah, I'm gonna try and grapple it.
Okay, well, I don't know if you
take it
can.
down to
Well,
the
it's
ground.
large and you're normal, so it's only one size above you. And I think normally, you probably have the grapple master feat. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay.
Opposed strength checks. Let's grapple this bitch. I rolled a natural 1, so I'm really hoping you do too.
Ah.
He
Unlikely.
did not. He did not.
No. Like, I swear to God, I was like,
Oh man.
So yeah, I mean, you know,
What
you
happened?
grapple the rhino. How do you grapple the fucking rhino though? Oh, you know what it is?
Maybe it's
no,
I think you-
hold on.
Oh yeah,
As
how do
it
you do it?
runs- As it runs at me, I'm just kind of standing there, and I crack my knuckles, dramatic fashion, and I just kind of sidestep it, and I grab it by the horn, and I just kind of like pull it down, and then as I pull it down, like head first, I just put my arm over the back of it, and I just lay on top of it as I pull it down, and I'm just
Oh.
looking at everybody, and I'm like, all right then, let's get the rest of them. I'll hold it down. And I just
Okay.
give
I
her
mean,
a
you're
little-
not
and I just
you're not
give her a
big
little-
enough to like lay on.
and then I
But
just
no,
give her a
yeah,
little-
you're like pinning it. I got you.
and I just give her a little Gucci goo underneath the chin.
Fethy yells out to
Yes.
Helix, "You need a wall of fire."
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, you got like what? Like I'm imagining one arm around the neck, like keeping the head down to the ground, and with your like other arm, or
Holding the
with your
horn.
you're holding the
Holding
horn,
it.
and then with your feet, you're like controlling its legs to keep its front legs on the ground. So like its back legs are up, but you're keeping its front legs down, and you like have it in like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in the rhinoceros
that.
world, it's kind of like an arm triangle and a rear naked choke together. And if
Yeah.
we're doing like rhinoceros judo or jujitsu or whatever.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Rhino
It's not
like
like yeah. If you want to like actually submit it, that's next turn because that's the next step of grappling.
It
is
hasn't
to take
tapped out
it.
yet, so just to let everybody know.
So can
Okay.
we? Okay.
You could tip a cow. You could probably tip a
Right.
rhino.
Do I get to do anything else? I mean,
I mean, that's your action. You could rage as your bonus action still.
oh, I'm so gonna rage.
Yeah, you rage. So then, like, we'll say you did that first. You would have had advantage. You really got him, or maybe not. Maybe now you're angry. You're like, I got him there. Okay, cool. You submit this fucking rhino. Weird, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. Nobody wants to kill a rhino, so you do a good job. Nugbug, you're up.
Okay.
Power word kill the other one. Do it.
She
No,
does
but
not have 2
I-
9th level spell slots.
Helix.
Oh,
I do have an 8th level spell slot, so I'm
Oh,
gonna power word
snap.
stun him.
Oh,
Ooh.
we're gonna power. It's Happy Power Word Day, everybody.
Oh damn.
Yes, come to the dark side.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, yeah, he's fucking stunned. He freezes. He was running and then he just stops in place. But he's just stunned. So
quieter.
actually, he stops, he freezes, and then falls over. There's no. He had momentum. There's no reason he'd stay standing up, right? It's not like you magically hold it. I mean, I like the idea better of it just magically holding him like mid stride. Actually, I think
Is
that's
it like a what is it like a Petrificus Totalis kind of situation?
Yeah, it just literally just stops him. Yeah, I like that better. That's more fun than watching. Right, heard that. So yeah, he's just frozen mid stride, the bag in his hand.
Like freeze
Okay,
tag.
if I walk away from, will I get an opportunity? Will it be a bull? Is it a bull?
The rhino?
The rhino, will it get an opportunity?
I'll say
attack,
you
or is
won't
it
get an
restrained?
opportunity attack. I know, because that, again, this was more representative. In my head, I imagine Haliax was probably walking in front of you on the street, which is why he was like probably a little closer to it than you were.
Okay.
So
Well,
I think
I'm gonna
you,
go
like, I think you
over to
naturally
that.
would have been in the middle of the party. I think that's just sort of a natural walking order for you guys. I think especially with everything going on with you, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So imagine, yeah, I sort of moved the models around to represent more accurately where you guys would have been.
Okay.
But yeah, so yeah, are you gonna walk over to the stun dude?
Oh, I'm gonna walk over and grab both the bags.
Yeah, cool.
look
Yeah,
at
you
both of
casually
them.
walk over. Do you like say anything? Because this guy's stunned. He can hear you.
Yeah, definitely. You're pathetic.
Oh, ooh. Oh.
He like he's it doesn't come out good, but he's like, we just needed the gold, feed our families. It's like forcing the words out.
Mm-hmm. So was that 15 feet, you said?
Yeah.
So I'll go back and be like, hey, Feather, free food.
Oh, Death is hungry.
No, I mean the guys up against that are facing off against you, Fetha, like all this goes down and like they both run over here and they're like checking on their friend, and the one guy's like, he's like, Mark, and he's like, what did you do to him? What the fuck's wrong with you people? And the other guy's like, he feels his pulse and he's like, Mark's fucking dead. And look at Steven. And Steven's just like frozen there. And they're like not treating it like a combat encounter anymore. They're like, what the fuck happened to our friend? That's their turn. Betha, you're up.
You fucked with the wrong
Are we gonna be
Fuck,
known as
dude,
bad guys?
Steven's
Yeah,
frozen.
yeah, we
Fuck
are.
you. Betha swings.
Okay, what I'm sorry, what do you swing at?
He's swinging at, hang on. Let's see, where am I?
Go down
He
here.
ran over there. Okay. I got
Tiny
find that. I zoomed in really far by accident.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go after this guy first. And as he
Okay.
brings his ass, he's like, oh, Mark's dead.
Fucking God, okay.
God damn,
Oh,
the
no.
mercy is.
Oh no.
He's cowering. He's cowering, and the axe goes over his head because he's literally like fetal position, like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening? So it misses him because it's a natural one. And his buddy's like
Ugh.
falling on his ass and like scampering backwards. Like, oh fuck.
Betha goes, oh, the next one's not gonna miss. This one's for your frozen friend Steven.
Oh my god.
So wait,
No.
do you just like leave him scared and saunter over to Steven to hit him with the axe? Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh no.
Yeah,
no
that's
mercy.
exactly what he's gonna do.
It's terrifying. You ran over, swang your axe. I mean, they know with murderous intent, it hardly misses them, and then you're like, "This next one's for Steven." Okay, dude, you get advantage on Steven because he's fucking stunned. So roll
let's
another
roll
dice.
again.
Maybe you'll get a crit.
Oh shit, I got the crit!
No! You're gonna kill this man! God, they were just random people! Oh my god.
Steven's got a daughter. All right, roll that damage, and then we'll calculate the critical damage with the critical rules.
You should have thought twice about attacking us.
I'm gonna invite you to a side game one time, and we're gonna be like level 1. I'm gonna be like, I'm already gonna have characters, and you guys are gonna be like, okay, and then you're gonna get here, and I'm gonna be like, here's your character sheet, Steven. Here's your character sheet, Mark. And you guys are gonna be like,
Oh.
Fuck. Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
Well, don't fucking try to mug SEAL Team 6 right after they killed Osama bin Laden when they're chilling in New York, or else
Right.
you'll get
Dude,
fucking
hey.
torn apart. Yeah,
That's a
bad
good point.
choice, Steven.
Yeah, Steven and Mark
Steven.
fucked up. All right, so look, that's 12 damage. Plus 8. So that's 20. 20. Where's the plus 1? I don't understand. Oh no, it's up here. I'm sorry. So where's the plus 3 coming to count? Oh, the plus 6. Okay. Does 20 plus 6, 26 plus another 16. So that's 42 damage. How do you kill this guy?
Oh
I
my
literally
God.
just lop his head off so clean
Oh
that when my
my-
axe passes through, it just slides slowly off his shoulder.
You have the unique opportunity here to do the anime style vertical bisection if you want. Because he's stunned, he's not going to move. So you know you can get that clean cut straight down. And I think you're maybe thinking,
Oof.
like, can I get it all the way
Yeah.
through the groin? Like, yeah, and you do
Yeah.
it.
And
And
then you
soon
just
he
do
hangs
the-
there for a
you just,
second. You're like, did I miss?
slowly come apart.
Yeah, you're like, did I miss? And then he just.
Oh my God.
And he looks back at the other two. He goes, "If you don't run now, you're both gonna die." And just gives him an eye.
Mm.
Okay. Holy fuck. All right, it's Griff's turn. He's so he is gonna spend his turn staring in horror. He looks at you, Notebook. He's like,
God.
seems excessive, doesn't it?
It's
I
never
think
excessive,
Notebook
Griff.
would
I mean-
probably gag a little bit.
Someone hold him back. Oh my God.
Griff is going
At
to.
least mine was
Oh my
clean.
fucking-
It was
isn't
clean.
fair.
Griff is
I
gonna.
stepped through so cleanly.
Griff is gonna go over to the. I fucking got it. I'm still like, this is wild. Griff is gonna go over to the Dudamabob, the rhino, and he's gonna try for an animal handling check to calm it down since Beth has got it subdued for the moment.
I don't think it's available, guys.
He doesn't.
It didn't work out.
Yeah, the rhino's just pissed that it's getting a headlock. Armbarred.
John?
Okay. Oh, look, it's the two dead guys' turns. So just skip past that. Oh, it's the rhino's turn. It's gonna try and break out. Let's do the strength checky.
Boom, 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 boom.
So yeah, you feel it starting to pull away, and you're like desperately trying to stay on top of it and keep your leverage, but you lose your leverage. I think your hand slips off the horn, and the rhino, it sort of just it pulls itself free of your grapple. That is its action, so it's not able to necessarily do anything else right now. But yeah. Oh, actually, we'll say the rhino turns and runs. So Haley, actually, you can get an opportunity attack. Yep. So, I mean, 21 hits the rhino.
Plus, I think it's plus an extra 4. Were we talking about that, Billy? It wasn't like, but
Yeah, it doesn't add. It doesn't automatically add the rage damage. You have to do it yourself.
So 34.
So,
Man.
34 damage?
Jesus.
Yeah, you almost kill it, dude. Very close to dead now. Holy fuck.
Good day, mate.
Heard that. God damn, dude. Okay, interesting. It's at this point, Mayor Gary and Irish, you guys hear a bit of a commotion coming from about a block down, and you see like a bloodied rhino sort of like run like across a side street, maybe like 25 foot ahead of you.
Oh, whoa, 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 what the? Okay.
Yeah, like a bloody rhinoceros, like seems to be running
Just
desperately
kind
for
of
something. It's like,
look at Iris and shake his head,
Let's go.
and then start
What-
running towards where the rhino ran from.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's say the rhino, like, it passed the side street, and then you guys would be, like, coming in behind it. So you would, like, get to the corner, probably, we'll say, with, like, your movement.
Mhm.
and then you would just be like, see this scene laid out with your friends.
Oh man. Guys,
There's a bit
what's
of
going
blood.
on?
There's a man bisected. Just to be clear, there's a bisected man.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
two halves of him on the ground, and another dude who's just a heap. And there's two men like trying desperately, like one's in a fetal position, just crying. The other one's like on his fours, like ah, ah. And the thing they're screaming at is Fetha.
Are there any of them that are like quote unquote 0 hit points that aren't dead that I could spare the dying?
No,
They're
because
just
the
straight
one
dead.
dude died, and the other dude got bisected, so he's also dead.
Okay,
Oh
so
my God.
You don't get to make death saves if you get bisected.
hey
guess
hey
so.
y'all, just nothing to see here. Just kind of waving people by, and then what the fuck happened? What happened?
You know the back door was open.
Oh, sorry.
They
All right,
dropped
so
the
yeah,
rhino
that's
on us and they stole both my bags of holding.
Do you have them?
Okay.
Did you get them back? Where are they? Where'd they take
I'm
them?
gonna go
I
ahead
have
and
the bags.
You have both of them back.
Both of them.
Okay, I'm gonna.
for
I
safekeeping.
look
You
at
should put them inside.
Feda. Is Feda okay? Is he? Well, insane? Is he insane?
I may have
Right now?
overreacted.
Fetha, are
They
you
stole-
insane?
They stole Holden's
I-
Are
bag.
you?
Stefan
Are
is
you?
not insane, but he is very
He doesn't. He doesn't seem
Okay.
insane.
Is
The
he gonna go
maniacal
for a
laughter
second
is a
hit?
point towards insane, though. I will say that.
Does he look like he's gonna go for the second hit if they don't run away?
He told him to
yeah.
run, so if they run, he's
Almost
probably not gonna do
definitely.
that.
Luckily, they do have the opportunity to do that. Thank God.
Okay.
All right.
If you
Lady
don't run
Iris,
now,
I
you're going
think
to
it's
die.
time. I think it's time we went back to Kempsport. How quickly
Yep,
can
yep.
we do that?
Yep. Really quickly.
Go.
Hold on.
Later, Darth is going to show up and cast True Resurrection on these
Oh,
guys.
frick. Yep, and I'll just start making the circle. Nugbug, you gotta help me on this. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go.
Okay. Alright.
And, yeah.
It takes 10
do
minutes.
a teleport. No, this is instantaneous.
Oh, you're
Teleport
sorry.
is
You're doing their
instantaneous.
hands, so you all have to hold hands. All right, so you're getting ready for that.
Hands.
All right, so Haliax, it's now your turn with them having entered the scene. The rhino's still down there.
Oh my god. Okay, does
Can you
anybody
get
have a
away from me, dude?
dispel? Oh wait, actually, better question. Where'd that come from? Where'd that come from? Why is there a rhino here? What
They
happened?
dropped it on us.
That could. Okay, so it wasn't you
They
guys.
dropped
Okay.
it on us, and they tried to steal
No,
our
we
bags.
were
They
definitely
dropped
attacked
it.
first. I just killed people, that's all.
Okay. Okay.
He went a little overboard, but it's fine. He didn't
I don't know, it seemed like a clean kill to me, you guys. It didn't seem like overboard. He didn't feel it.
You know, for someone who wants to be
Oh,
protected
God.
from demons, you kinda are the demon.
Listen,
Yeah,
I don't want to hear
these
it.
guys
They
need
actually called
protection
people
from
in
you,
firewalls.
Alright. I guess I will.
Never gonna live that down.
No, that
Somebody's
was
gotta
scary.
kill that rhino, right?
No,
Somebody's
you could
gotta
just be
kill that.
loose in Kaldheim. It'll get
I
dealt with.
don't think that's a good idea.
Just
The
leave it.
rhino?
Let's go.
Okay,
Not my rhino,
alright.
not my jungle.
Haliax, it's your turn, dude.
I thought we were teleporting out of here.
I will teleport when my time comes.
Well,
Whenever that
I'm
comes.
next, so
But
just say you don't have nothing to do, and I'll go teleport us.
Yeah, I'm
You're gonna hold hands and prepare for the teleportation. Nugbug, you're gonna do the same thing.
mhm.
Hold in the hands. Here we go.
All right, these guys
Everybody's
fucking run
gone.
away on their next turn. And then if you guys agree to teleport, you're just teleporting.
Yeah, you better run.
Nope. This is
My
kind of.
goodness.
You're fucking crazy. You're a fucking demon. The one dude's like crying profusely. They both wet their pants.
Maybe I don't need a
What the
demon,
heck?
but maybe I'm scary
Like-
enough.
demon.
Wow. Yeah, teleportation just in time because city guards definitely coming here.
Yep.
And like obviously they're not gonna arrest you guys, but like
No,
it's
they're
gonna take a
chasing
long
right
time to
off.
figure it all out. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're busy chasing the rhino.
Oh, Nudbug, check your bags.
They might arrest you.
You guys
for
were
my
robbed, right?
Yeah, but they didn't have a chance to even look.
Yeah,
in
they
them.
had the bags for like not even a few seconds, essentially.
I mean,
Okay.
I kind of zapped that guy real quick. You know, it was
Yeah,
holding
that's
back.
My attack was still viable.
I had an emotional response, you know.
I see. I think when we
Die,
go
bitch.
back, we're gonna need to do a lesson on with power comes responsibility.
We
No,
could
with
talk
power
about that
comes
another
power,
time.
not responsibility.
So hold on,
Oh my
time out,
God.
time out. They're just sitting in the office, like watching this video, right? Of like the whole thing go down. And the first thing they see is the guy take the bag and run off. And the first spell is, what is it? Dying word.
Power
Like
word.
a
Death.
Power word.
Power word death.
Power word. Yes.
It's
So
like-
so just okay. So wait. So just kills the first person and then freezes the second person. They're like, why wouldn't you start with freezing the first person?
That's what I was thinking too.
It's like, oh,
What?
he had the ability to freeze them. That's interesting, considering he killed that guy.
Oh no.
No, there's gonna be a hella report that's gonna come across the city guard desk.
They're gonna be like, what happened?
The heroes of
I don't know.
Columbine killed 2 people today.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Obliterating. Also, like probably like 50 people saw this happen. Like the street was crowded. There's people are screaming. There's children crying.
Oh no.
Like for sure.
Shit.
And then you guys just hold hands, sing "Kumbaya" for a second, and bamf the fuck out. Correct?
Oh God. I don't know what to do.
Exactly what happened.
I don't know what to do.
Alrighty. There you go.
Oh my God.
So where do you teleport to? Back to HQ?
Right?
Yeah.
'Cause the
Oh
meeting's
wait,
over
wait.
at HQ,
Oh
right?
boy. Yeah. Yep.
There's a permanent circle there, so that's the safest thing. All right, cool. You go there. You're there now. The meeting's in like 15 minutes. I think you're covered in blood.
Oh
We're gonna
yeah.
shake this off a
Just
little bit.
just
I think
like
I'm gonna
at
just
this
start
point,
prestidigitating
at this
all
point,
the
like
blood off of
You
you.
guys hit the ready room at League HQ like super hard.
just like sitting in the chair behind the desk, just wrinkles actively getting bigger on his forehead as he's just like kind of cringing into his hands.
Oh
And then
super
boy.
dude.
just sit up and
For
just
you.
sit up back with that front of house face like, all right, we have a meeting, guys, let's go.
I'm gonna go shower real quick. I'll be right back.
Feather, you might want to clean up.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Okay,
Okay, well, I
you smell
guess.
like a rhino.
Right.
I'm gonna go smoke a blunt and hit the showers. I'll be back.
Well. Huh.
Good game, guys.
Did you guys get your tattoos?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. What do they look like?
Oh, mine's and I show it to you. It's a mummy dragon.
Oh shoot. Okay. So I guess it's just like it's crawling on your back or something? Where else?
No.
I mean, it would be
Yeah.
huge, right? Let me
On
drag
the
it.
arm, does it like wrap around the arm?
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm
That'll look
thinking.
cool.
Yeah, and it's a little cartoony.
That's
Yo,
cool.
if you could shoot like fireballs out of your hands, and the hand could be like the mouth of the dragon.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
I
Okay,
mean,
that sounds really
you
cool.
had like your
That's-
mummy
yeah.
wraps. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's pretty badass.
All right.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Wait, Halex, did you get one? You got one?
Yes.
Fetha
Yeah,
got
mine's-
one. Halex got one. What's yours?
Oh, Fetha did
Mine
not get one.
Oh. Okay.
Mine says TCC.
I wonder.
It's a respectful tattoo. It says "fuck dwarves."
Interesting. Oh
It's all
god.
about the punctuation. It's
Yep.
Yes,
it's
it
like
is.
like that. Let's eat grandpa versus let's eat comma. Let's eat grandpa. Like, hey grandpa, let's go eat versus hey, let's eat grandpa.
You know, my favorite example of that is helping my
Uncle
Uncle
Jack.
Jack off a horse. Yeah,
The Oxford comma, it's
Alright.
important.
it's important.
What do you
save
guys
life.
say? Do you want to call it break here?
Yeah, it's breaky time.
Yeah, sure.
I just set up the room. We're gonna go right into this meeting when we come back, see what you guys have to say, what you can learn about time magic and the current state of the realm. And I think that if we have time after this meeting, another meeting with Salvaran is probably big on the table. I know, especially for Fetha, but just for you guys to get a general assessment.
Man,
I feel
but
like
had I thought
Nugbug is
about it,
getting closer and closer to John Wick. Like, all that shit happened in one turn, guys.
mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
Yeah,
god.
they took the
the
bags and got
reaction,
3
the
steps
opportunity
away.
attack, power word death is a fucking play right there.
Just bang.
Sorry, don't steal my
I
shit.
in
I
I
was
how
like,
think
oh, he can't cast lightning ball, he can't cast fireball, like he can't cast all these area spells because the
two
crowded street.
things.
This will be interesting. He's like, yeah, that's fine.
Two things. This heavily complicates us going back to Kaldheim and using those resources there, which while
Yeah.
it is a complication, I think it's such a fucking awesome thing that makes sense for Nugbug, especially at this moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then Fetha coming in like, "Oh, I've been waiting here the whole time, buddy." Wham! Like,
I was just
so
mad
hyped
that
on that,
I
dude. That was
forgot that
sick.
rhinos
Just
had small ears,
insane.
and I could have just ridden the rhinoceros around using his ears. If I would have thought about
Oh man, that would have been awesome.
There's a moment where I took my headphones off and threw them down because I thought, when they ran away, they had the bag still. And I was like, what
Oh.
the fuck?
Oh no! Oh no! Immediate death.
No.
I,
No, it was
I was not
immediate death.
letting.
It
I had
wasn't
that.
that Fetha was bloodthirsty. He's still like that's Holden's bag, and Fetha loves Holden.
Mhm.
I had my
That
Yeah.
is
potion of
why
potion of
power
speed and
word
potion
kill.
of flying ready for that, like if I needed it.
Oh man.
Yeah, we were not letting go of that.
Were those just regular people?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, yes, and we
regular.
mutilated
Okay.
them.
It was
I
just
was
thieving
really
rock.
afraid that they were just,
That's what I
you
thought.
know,
It was worse.
the worst.
So
I
I think we're
think it.
jaded enough to be able to feel that way.
I think
Unless
it
it
Hmm.
was
would be
Steven Tyler and Mark Knopfler.
they like truly didn't know what they were getting themselves into. We probably do look rich relative to some of the people here. So, ugh.
Mm.
But if they knew who
Wouldn't
we
give
were, I
that
don't think they
away.
would have done it. And then if they knew who we were and they did it, then I think it'd be like someone we knew hired them. That's what I was
Mm.
Well,
thinking originally.
they
But when they
also
got like immediately murked, I'm like, all right, these are some street urchins that chose the wrong people.
Yeah.
they
Oh,
also
they
I
saw
mean,
they saw all the money you guys like. One of them was in Opal Bart's just by chance and saw like all the money you guys dropped on tattoos. So they were like, "Oh, these people are probably
Oh.
wealthy." So they were
Yeah.
literally they're just nobodies. Like they fucked up.
Mhm.
They had the one thing they had was a little little glass vial that had the rhino inside.
Oh.
It's like something they found, and they've like been planning this heist. They're like, "You, it'll be perfect. Like the one used for this, is it going to be worth it? Like this is their thing. This was like
Oh
supposed to be their
man.
like make it."
The way out.
Yeah.
Oh
Mm.
no.
Crime doesn't pay.
when you
This is
This
see a
so
is
Goliath
sad.
we are the
with a
League of
blood sword
Justice.
and a giant axe
I mean,
on
look,
his
yeah,
back, what
they
Oh.
knew
were
that
you
it was.
thinking?
Well, they thought that. Well, also I messed up because they thought that they could with the distraction of the rhino. The rhino, remember, was supposed to knock everybody down, and that was supposed to let them
Mm.
basically make a clean getaway and be gone like pretty quick. But like
Oh.
they couldn't even get the one round they needed to get out of there because obviously
So
like I could have
Fanta.
had the second guy.
Fanta
What I
did
should
the
have
right
done is the
thing.
second guy from the roof should have been Dimension Door. So like he should have grabbed the first dude and they should have disappeared, but then I would have given you guys a clue to like where they went and we could have turned it into like a chase through the city. That would have been fun.
Ooh. That would have been interesting.
But it's
Yeah.
okay. I
There
thought
were.
the idea of using the rhino was like an interesting like four nobodies find this one, it's a pretty powerful magical item. They come across it somehow and they're just like, what are we gonna do with it?
It's
Mm.
like it,
Yeah.
it felt a lot like just such a short and very extreme scene that
Yes.
included a
Yep.
9th level spell, an 8th level spell, a critical strike from the Warglaive Warlock, and then a teleport within like 2 rounds. That's insane.
Yup.
And it contributed to Nugbug's character development with the tattoo. And then, like, the minute he has it, he does some pretty. I don't want to use the word evil. I think it was intense shit. So
And
it's awesome.
and on
Wait,
top of all that, we
oh
created
shit.
some future evil characters in Mark and Steven's
Oh
kids.
my
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No.
Man.
We're doing the Mark and Steven side game will happen. I'm gonna drop it on you guys unexpectedly.
This
Okay.
time we have 2 rhinoceroses.
Yeah.
Wait, so I can't figure
Your
out
name
how
is Diego
to
Dontoya.
increase
Yeah,
my
you can kill my father prevented.
Increase
my
your what?
strength. My
Oh,
strength.
with the tattoo?
Like how to add a +1.
You'll probably
Okay,
have to.
so you're gonna have
Give
to
me
go on the screen and then there's a little anvil and click on the anvil, right? And then it brings you to the character builder. Go to
abilities? You go to
abilities.
abilities, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
It
then
has all
literally
this
like
stuff.
where it says strength, there's one thing that says like miscellaneous bonus. You
If you
just
go to
click on
like,
that
what
and
is
you
it?
can put like a
Yeah.
one. Or no, other modifier. Where it says other
Yeah.
modifier, you just put like a one and just do it.
And
Got
it
it.
should stay?
Because yeah, I've got that for
Why
dexterity
put a
too.
1? Put a 10. Just put a 10.
Don't
Fine.
put a 10.
Put 10.
I'll know.
Huh.
Nugbug suddenly has
I
a fucking
know.
massive strength. Like Nugbug, you just get a plus 15 to that. He's like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm buff now.
I don't know what happened. Yeah, I did some working out recently.
What does that
Working
bring
out
your
this
total
off
strength
season.
to?
10.
10. Yeah, so you would be now a 0, a +0 instead of a -1. So that's really good.
Right. Yeah.
And then after you add that modifier, just click on the little it looks like a piece of paper next to what's next up at the top where there's all the tabs, and that'll bring you back to the character sheet.
Perfect.
And the
All
bonus
right.
should be included there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's done.
Awesome. Same thing. Well, not for this, but Nugba, the Peepop. Next week, when we get back to the side game, I have a few ideas and things I want to go over with you because I want to customize your race a little more and
Okay.
give you like a few more benefits for being that tiny. So we'll talk about that next week, though.
Sounds good.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, you guys fucking are we ready to go or no? We still have 2 minutes left on break. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to I wanted you guys to have a small combat encounter, but I wanted it to still feel really scary. And like obviously at this level it's like I guess like oh it's a beholder. You know what I mean? In the middle of the city, like whatever. But I thought this was an interesting way to set the framework for it, where it's like what's at stake is not necessarily like physical damage or losing the fight, but like, one of those dudes could have got away into the crowd, potentially disappeared with your shit. And I didn't really have anybody in mind to target, but it made sense because Mugbug did get the most expensive tattoo. And you even made a comment where you were like, "Oh, I got tons of gold bars." It's like assuming like you would have probably given him 2 gold bars for the 2,000 gold, or even 3 for the 3,000. And that's when these guys are like, "Okay, well, look at that, look at that." You think
Yeah.
there's more in there? Let's find out.
No. Not today.
Not today. Not in my house.
Not in my house.
Yeah, for sure.
It
No,
just
Nugbug. Nugbug fucking you murdered that guy.
As soon as Nugbug was like, "I'm killing him," I'm like, "Oh yeah, here we go."
Sorry. You know.
Sorry,
You don't
not
even
sorry,
know.
though, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, for sure, dude. No regrets. Look, I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I pretty much
Yeah.
expected to play out that way. I'm actually impressed by how swiftly you fucking. I mean,
I
yeah, that
was
was
ready.
incredible. Exceeded all
Catch
expectations,
those guys so quickly.
dude. For sure. Like you shut both of them down though. With the
Dude,
Warcat, that Warcaster is one of the best feats in the game, man. Don't sleep on that.
yes,
It's
that is
huge.
sick.
It would be like almost an auto take if it just gave you the advantage on concentration. But the fact that you also get that opportunity attack spellcast is just fucking so good.
Yeah.
It makes it so good. All right, nice. Clear that initiative. That was a fun one. That's why when I was like, oh, I hope it stays under 10 because I was like, it's not a serious fight. Haliax had to get a 22.
Sorry, I had to go in the room.
Do any of you guys listen to the episodes?
I
Sometimes.
haven't recently. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I mean, no, it's all good. I'm just curious. I listen to
Yeah,
them
if I
usually
miss a
twice.
week, I usually listen to most of it.
Yeah, that's always a good idea if you're coming back after missing some time to listen to like even the ending of the one before. For me, also, I always want to like get that intro good and make sure it links directly to the last game.
Hmm.
You know, so I usually listen to it twice though. I usually listen to it like the next day and then again on like Friday, Saturday, or Saturday,
So,
Sunday, so it's fresh for Monday.
so I was wrong about my damage on the Rhino. The first one is the one without the flame damage, and the second one is the one with the flame damage. If it's flaming. So it would have been 25 instead of 34. It was 2d6 wouldn't have counted.
Hmm. That's cool.
Oh, I thought the 21 wasn't that the hit?
No, the 17. Wait,
That was a strength save.
no.
You never rolled to hit the rhinoceros, dude.
I did roll to hit the Rhino.
I was wondering why you're rolling a d20 for damage. No, I'm gonna need you to roll a weapon attack.
Well, no, that's 17. My strength. Wait,
That's just a strength save. That's not a weapon attack. I mean, is your modifier +8?
on the strength. Yeah.
Yeah, but when you attack with your weapon, is it
Oh, I
+8?
don't know. Maybe I hit strength instead.
No, that strength
Oh,
is from when you did the rhinoceros, dude. Remember, that's how the rhino got out, was the 17 verse 21, and then it ran away, and that's what got you the opportunity attack.
no.
You forgot, or we just forgot. You never rolled that attack, dude. I'm gonna need that. Oh, 22, yeah, you definitely hit. No, that's damage again.
I didn't hit damage. I hit to
It
hit.
just auto hits? I don't know.
No, that's me hitting the to hit. Like,
That's super strange. Oh no, the D20 is the hit. So we're
plus
retarded. You
14.
never rolled damage. I'm so confused. I'm sorry.
I rolled damage. That was the 30 and the 21, 24.
Oh, that 30 is another attack roll. It rolled 1d20. Oh, plus
No,
14.
that's
That's your
damage.
attack roll.
No, that's damage. Those are my
The Flame
damage
Tongue
rolls.
Greatsword does not do 1d20 damage, dude. Click
It goes.
where it says Flame Tongue Greatsword. Like you see how the
Well,
clockwork
then
chain
it's
glaive looks?
messed up how it's doing this stuff then. 'Cause,
Click on the orange box in the damage roll.
yeah, I've already done that. But like I'm looking at it in
But it's not displaying in the chat. That's weird.
damage 2d6 plus 8 plus another 2d6. Hmm.
Ah, there you go. It's weird the way it rolls it. Like it shows you like it rolls and then it's like, oh, without fire, but it rolls the dice again. 2d6 plus 8.
It's weird because yeah, it's supposed to be 2d6 plus 8, but it's showing 1d20 plus 14. Also
No, it
14.
just put that's your attack roll with the plus 14. It just put the damage roll down at the bottom. If you scroll all the way down, you'll see it there. And it shows the total damage 17 plus 7, 24 if it's on fire. So it does 2d6 plus 8 damage and then an additional 2d6 fire damage
Fire
when
damage.
it's on fire, right? And it
Yeah.
separates the fire damage. So if it's not on fire, it would just be the 17. But if it is on fire, you'd get the 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually laid out pretty nice. Where the attack roll is, you click on the Flame Tongue Greatsword below the attack roll in the box in chat and roll 20 to make it do that damage roll. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful. Dude, you got really good average damage with this. Your average damage just now is like 21.
Yeah.
That's super strong. That's great. That's much better than Salvaron's average with the Clockwork Chain Glaive, which was like 13. That was the same amount of attack, so
That's pretty
interesting. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's good. All right, we figured it out. That's really good. Happy.
cool. Yup.
I was confused for a minute. I got mad
I was
confused there.
so confused. Yeah.
I am a little confused right now. Yes.
Well, I'm glad that we did this now instead of doing it like in a
During
you know,
combat, yeah.
yeah.
I'm just a guy.
Well,
This
in like
guy's the
especially
guy
like a
playing
big
another guy.
time combat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. When you're like, what do I do? What do I do? Ah! But yeah, you definitely hit the Rhino, and you didn't do 30 damage. You did 24,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty much 34.
Yeah.
It's a little less bloody than it was, and it's definitely losing Kaldheim. Yeah, at some point, the city guard is probably going to come looking for you guys, just because like they're not going to like try to arrest you. They're going to have some questions. They just need to finish filing their report. You know what I mean? It's going to be a really good conversation, I think.
And it's gonna be so awkward.
You're gonna be like, so you're gonna be like, we were robbed, blah blah. Like, tell us about the Rhino. Like, you're like, oh no, they released that.
That was not us. That wasn't us.
Not
That is not
us.
bad on us.
You're gonna be like, so you expect us to believe that 4 nobodies summoned a Rhino, but it wasn't you group of high level magic users? Are we
Yeah.
sure? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna have to convince them. You're gonna have to sell it because it's like, what?
I don't know how to tell you this, but
I hate how
Dude, and
often
it
we have
doesn't-
to sell the
It
truth to
doesn't
people.
help. It doesn't help that we have that thing that summons animals too.
Yeah, but considering one
I was
is
gonna be
just,
like, look, no rhinos.
considering one's just like
Sir,
laying
there's a
there
ram in the
dead,
police station now. This is not cool. What were you saying, Haliax? Sorry.
and considering one's just laying there dead and the other's like split in half, I feel like they would know like they don't really need a rhino to take care of this.
Fair. Why
That's fair
would you
point.
even summon a rhino? You have a Fetho and a Haliax. Hail the axe. All right, is everybody here? Are we ready to do this meeting? What's the status of everybody right now?
Let's go.
Let's get it.
So yeah, they they bamf in to the bamf room, which for some reason there's a lot of beds and tables in this map. Imagine I guess the bamf room would be in the center of the floor above this. Whatever. They bamf in the bamf room. You guys meet up with them. Lady Strixhaven, she's like, it's wonderful to see you again, Lady Iris
Yeah. Oh man.
and Master Nugius. I think that's because I don't know if Fetha would have been there too.
Yeah, Fetha would have been there.
And of course, Master Fetha,
And Haliax. No, not Haliax, sorry.
not Haliax.
Haliax is
And
new.
you must be new, my brother. It's good to meet one of us. And she goes in for like, is there a secret dragon handshake, Haliax? Or can you not tell us because we're not dragons?
I mean,
Uh-oh.
They do like a neck hug with their long necks.
Oh, that's weird.
better
No,
be-
as they fist bump, their tails high five
Yo,
Ooh.
that's pretty lit.
something. I was thinking like
for
a
the
tail,
Dragonborn.
like,
Yeah,
each other.
Do they have tails?
yeah, Dragonborn got tails.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Haliax, do they have tails? It's really Haliax gets to develop what the race is like in this world because he's the one playing one.
I was
Hmm.
gonna say yes because that was gonna be my thing was like we high five tails kind of or
High five
slap
tails.
tails.
Yeah.
Slap. Yeah, awesome.
Like, you know how
Perfect.
you-
Yeah,
you
I,
know,
I
your
like the
hand-
idea of tails. I think it's
You know how you
yeah.
take your hand and you like hit them together on the front side and then the back side, like that.
So the
Like,
tails are like
So you dap up with the tails.
you dab up with
Yeah.
the tails.
Alright, alright. That's
I
cool.
like that. All right, yeah. And she's like, "Well met. I'm Lady Strixhaven of the Order of Our Silver Lady." She looks at you expectantly.
Oh boy.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Let's get
Okay.
down to business.
Heard that. You don't like
I'm so
returning?
no. Oh wait. Oh me?
No, she said that to Haliax, the person she hasn't met before. And she like, they do they do the handshake, and she's like,
Should
"Hi,
probably
Lady
do
Strixhaven,
introductions.
Order of
I'm
Our
eating
Silver Lady."
chips. My bad. No.
Introductions.
No, you're good. You're good. I didn't know if you were
Like-
just gonna be like, "Cool, nice to meet you."
I was stuffing French onion dip in my face.
All right, that's fair. I identify.
That's fair.
I'm like, hey, hello, I'm a Haliax and Canis. Yeah. You know, we just here. We just trying to figure some things out, and we know that you're a person to come see. to figure some things out that we need figured out. So we're looking for your maybe possibly some information and getting to the bottom of something that I think you're also trying to get to the bottom of too.
Yes, of course. We'll talk business shortly. I just wanted you to know that I was delighted to hear that there was a one of our kind, as a part of this group of defenders of the realm. It makes me very proud that you stand with them.
Oh yeah, we've been trying to right some wrongs and take care of some bad people.
Not commit war crimes.
Yeah, not cut people in half.
Strange. Yes, well,
Yeah, we don't like
either way.
using walls of fire to burn people to death or anything.
Oh, it's true.
Lady Strixhaven seems a little perplexed, and she's like, "Well, either way, it was nice to meet you, and I wanted you to know that I'm very happy that you're part of the group. So thank you, Mr. Hallians."
Pleasure's all mine.
Cool. I mean, you guys take your seats at the table. Is any of you gonna open, or do you do like a general debriefing first?
Well, Lady Strixhaven, I am Figieri. I'm the mayor of the town of Flavor, a member of this fine group of balladeers here, and we've been using all of our assets and efforts to combat this threat that came to this world quite recently. I'm sure your order is aware of this, yes?
Of course we are. We've
How
been
in the loop are you with the entity that also came around the same time but seems to be on our side, this Salvaran character?
Salvaron's been here for a long time, but no, yes, we're in loop with him. We've been helping where we can. Based on a meeting I had with him shortly after the incident in Kaldheim, we started gathering our forces in to prepare for defense. While we haven't changed our day-to-day operations much, and we've not participated in many of the battles, we've been awakening some of the ancient dragons and gathering some of the more powerful forces that our order has access to.
That's great to hear.
Um,
That is
there
good to hear.
there is a certain thread we are following, I think of greatest import on our side, but we called this meeting because we wanted to have a face-to-face. If there's anything that we can offer you at the end of these proceedings to at least give you gratitude for even giving us your time. The top of my list reads Astral Submarine. What do those words mean to you?
Not much, I'm afraid. Something sounds like some sort of device or ship. Those words would have really no meaning to me.
I don't mean to break etiquette or question your judgment. How well do you trust the retinue that you brought with you? May we speak frankly in front of them?
Yes, of course. This is my most personal trusted advisors. This is Yuvara, Orthak, and then she introduces several other dragons. I know it seems like a lot, but this is my cadre. We travel together, we fight together, and we've been through a lot. And Iris, Nugbug, Fetha, yeah, this is like all the same dragons, Dragonborn she was with. Maybe like
Yeah.
-1. And there's like some new guy and
Okay.
one's gone. Like whether he got put on assignment somewhere or maybe died or whatever. But yeah, you know,
I
she
definitely would like
operates.
to, yeah.
Yeah. You may
No,
speak freely in front of all my companions. They're trusted with my life, my secrets, and my time.
no, I
In
know.
fact, there's one of the dragons is taking like detailed notes.
Mhm. No, I know
Right.
that your organization is very old and very venerable and very honorable. So I can only imagine that an order like that would have its own, let's call them Akashic records, some sort of leading back to the beginning of their order and their history. There's a certain name we're researching, and he'll like write it down and slide it over, and it'll be Norfil Lifron.
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna go into that. Okay.
She's like, oh, yes. This
This
name is
person,
somewhat familiar.
this person we believe to be an artificer of some immense power with some sort of want for traveling the plains. We don't have real specifics. We did manage to get our hands on a blueprint of what we're looking for. We're currently getting those blueprints restored as we speak and studied. But we think two heads are better than one. No, we have the powers of a few of these colleges here, and some of my friends here, and he'll kind of wave to the party or gesture to the party. They have friends of their own and assets they can pull from as well. So we believe, along with Sabaron, that this individual is very interesting, and what they were working on, if they were able to complete it, it could be a huge boon to our efforts to stop these intruders from razing our villages to the ground.
I'll definitely have my order look into it. As I said before, the name, it sounds familiar, but doesn't ring a specific bell. Anything that we can help you with, we're happy to.
It's very honorable. We'll kind of step back and start leaping through his notes if anybody else has questions for them. Or just out of character, if there's any other big points I'm missing that we wanted to talk to her about.
I guess.
Time magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess
We wanted to talk about Jasava.
wanted to keep you updated on some things that have happened. You haven't met this person yet. His name was Ray. We're not really sure what happened, but it seems like he used the wish spell to go back in time, and I'm not really sure what that does.
Oh,
But
my. There's a bit of a murmur among the Dragonborn when you say this. You can continue talking, but they like murmur in response as you get to that point.
I guess we would probably, we would make sure that, like, to let them know that, like, we don't think he has bad intentions. I think I know what he's gonna do. Nothing bad has happened to us yet. We haven't felt anything strange, but I fear that this might cause a similar chaos as what happened with Jasava before. And to be honest, I have no clue about any of this. Any of it. We only have,
This is quite dire, Irish. You realize that, right?
Yeah. I just don't really know how to feel about it, I guess.
Your friend is in grave danger. And it's most likely that he will never return.
Yeah.
It's not known to many, but there is an order, not ours. There's an order led by sphinxes that keep eyes on these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Time magic is not just taboo. It's strictly forbidden. There's been times when stories you hear in the past that has threatened the existence of our whole world. I would imagine that one of the sphinxes from that order is probably already on it. Likely trying to intercept your friend. That would be the best case scenario for him, at least.
I think I would look to everybody to see if they want to, I don't know, talk about, have any questions about it. I don't know what to do. So
what would they do to Ray if they managed to get their hands on him?
Well, a Sphinx from the Order of Time would do one of two things. Generally speaking, it's my understanding. I've not actually experienced any of this. It's just what I've sort of heard. They would either just simply return them to this timeline, or if the person is insistent, or puts up resistance, or seems as if they'd be intent on doing it again, the Sphinx will most often just eliminate them from the timeline.
Well,
You have to understand, they wouldn't just be dead; they would be gone.
well, guys, I think it was nice knowing Ray.
Is okay. No. Is there anything we should do? Can we contact the Sphinxes, or is that a no-no?
Could attempt to reach out to somebody from the Order of Time on your behalf, but I mean, if he's already done it, they're probably already on it. I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard even for them to monitor these things. I mean, the worst case scenario is that he's just left to do his own business in the past. It would, in time, greatly alter everything we know about this world, potentially. Most likely, actually, if any of the stories from, the older days where time magic was prevalent or to be believed could cause serious reality sundering issues for us.
Do you think this has to do with what has been happening previously? Been going on? With the portals?
No, it's unlikely. I think that. I mean, Sauron seems to think that his presence in this realm initially created a connection that wasn't strong enough for anything to pass through. But it was the recent actions of some cultists, something about a tunnel, a portal was opened, it created a more permanent connection, allowing these things to come through. So, I believe him on this word. I think he said that there was an incident a while back, something about some Yetis, and I think there's been
Oh.
cultists in this world sort of planting the seeds for this for a long time, unfortunately.
With that, without having to like RP it all out, I think Fi would bring them completely up to speed with like where exactly the portal is in Kaldheim and like everything that happened.
Yeah.
Like
She's
they deserve to be on the up and up, especially that person like being a stenographer over there needs to record all that.
Yeah, they do. They record it all. And so at one point, it comes up. She's like, "Who's guarding the site now?"
It's been
The
caved in.
Lightbringers and the Tullywunkers.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go. It's well, the Tullywonkers are not permanently guarding the site. The Lightbringers are absolutely guarding the site. And she gives a quirky little smile, and she's like, "Oh, good. It's been too long since I've had the presence of Garth in my life. He's delightful, isn't he?"
He's great.
I think he's here, isn't he?
Did you
No,
guys invite him?
I don't think so.
Did we invite? I thought we invited Garth.
I guess
At least
not.
Garth and like one of the higher ups, but maybe not.
Would he
Hey,
have been
if you want to
present
see him,
for
I'm sure we'll have some sort of grand council meeting at some point. We're going to have to for an effort this big.
Yes.
for sure, yeah.
We'll be sure to attend the next one.
All right.
All right, so
let me see.
At some point, as the meeting's concluding, we can always hop back to it. Yavara pulls you aside, Iris, and she's like, "Lady Iris,
We need to talk.
where's Holden?"
We really need to talk. I think you might need a drink, actually. Do you drink? Is that a thing in your division?
It's okay, Iris, you're still bartending.
Oh yeah. Want a drink? What's your go-to? Oh
Fuck.
man.
Oh yes. Can I have a? I can't think of any cool fantasy drinks. Oh no.
All right.
You make her a drink.
All
And
right. Flaming
she's just-
Sapphire. I don't know.
Boom. Easy. Love it.
All right. So. Right. we know that he's safe. We know that he is generally safe, I think. He's alive. And well, oh boy. I guess I would probably give her just
I mean, do you tell her what's up or not?
yeah, of course I do. I gently ease
Okay.
her into the news that Holden is in another
On another plane.
yeah, on another plane, and is in sort of a problem with this. He switched places with another person, and I look to Thigh, and it was for a noble cause, and I think we have to get him back.
Is this why you need your astral submarine?
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually. I don't know, it's terrifying to think that you can just cross planes and do that, but I mean, if it's possible, then I'm going straight for that.
Understood. Let us know when this endeavor begins. If we could be of any assistance.
Would you like to be a part of the group? That, if it ever happens, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, should I be granted leave from my order? Maybe a contingent of our forces. I don't know what the scale of this ship is.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. All right, that's the talk there. I think that somebody to roll something to see if is anybody trying to get more information out of these people as far as any of these topics go that you talked about, or like secretly work information out of somebody like aside from the general meeting? Like what's up?
I mean, I guess since I'm a dragonborn, I don't know. There's got to be. I mean, are we talking about like an astral submarine that someone's just not telling us about, like not giving us all the information? Can we roll perception, maybe?
No, they don't know shit about it. You guys know a lot more than they do about it. It's common knowledge with the party that the submarine does exist. It was allegedly stranded at the bottom of like a super deep part of the ocean. It's pretty dangerous to go to. Um, the planeswalker Norfil Lifron, his body is reported to not be there.
Should we let them know about Nurse Weird?
And you guys also found the blueprints for it. So you know, and like modifications and such. So you have an idea that like, you know.
Should we just make one? That does well. Maybe we can ask.
I feel like
We
that would
asked
take
her
a
about
long time.
Nurse Weird.
Do we ask her about the skulls for the skull god stuff? You know.
That's the portal thing, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Sabaron, I mean, he explained that that's what those demons yell. Like that, you guys know all about that too. You know where the demons are coming from, why they're coming. Like that's all on the up and up.
Okay. Right. Should we ask about the Watcher? Are they aware of do they know about anything about the Watcher, like the the Magus, Zanari Magus mages, or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of laugh at these questions, and they're like, yeah, like, wow, there's the fucking the one dragon. His name is he's got a cool ass dragon name because you know what it is. It is you know, he's got a really cool dragon name, and it's Jock Thara.
How do you spell that?
I don't know, however you spell it. No, it's JAC''THARA, Jock Thara. So Jock Thara is actually known to be like basically the oldest dragon in this world. Well, the oldest one that's part of this order, and he's always telling crazy stories about shit from way, way in the past. He's like super duper old. But like they're like, yeah, he's always telling stories. You should probably ask him if you ever get the chance. Probably knows about it.
Oh. Okay. Sure. I guess the more we know about it, you know.
What do you know about mummy lords?
Oh,
No, I mean they're like,
Oh dear.
we've encountered mummies in the past. It's actually interesting. Recently there's been a string of attacks in some towns on the western border. Well, not border, but near the western coast, at the edge of the desert, and it bears the aftermarkings of mummy attacks, though none have survived to confirm this.
That's
We've investigated 2
crazy.
such sites so far. We don't really know what to make of it, but it's a bit uncommon, yes.
So there's
Uh
been
oh.
like an uptick
Nutbug
in
sleepwalking.
mummies.
oh, that's weird.
Nugbug, did you
Maybe.
ever share the dream you had about the 12 sarcophaguses opening?
Oh shoot.
Maybe.
Oh yeah? Good
I
answer.
don't know.
That's a pro D&D answer
So,
right there. Maybe.
Lady Strixhaven, we haven't seen hide nor hair of Mr. Laser Eyes since this whole thing started. Has your order
I
had any
messaged.
contact with him?
I messaged Vi. I don't think you should. I don't know. Not here. Like, we gotta. I don't know, man. Remember H2 bro?
He's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean like how secretive he was about it. Even when he is in the headquarters, we are in the headquarters right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay, and
you know what? No, yeah. Maybe I'm
this is
just. I don't
Transport
know.
HQ. There's another HQ. It's like bigger.
Yeah. Okay.
HQ Bros.
All
They
right.
actually have the
No,
espresso machines at the
he'll
other
take the
HQ.
message and zip up. Yeah.
No, I mean, I guess I'm worried. I don't know. I feel like you could probably talk about it. Never mind. Maybe I'm being too what's it called? Sus. Yeah. Maybe I'm being too paranoid.
Paranoid.
Mhm.
Does anybody ask anything additional about the time magic and the race stuff or anything? In fact, I'll say Griff speaks up at this point. He's like, "Could you tell me more about this order of time? That sounds interesting." And she's well, yes, it's an order of mostly sphinxes and certain followers they've taken. And they do their best to prevent cataclysmic things. They work mostly behind the shadows. It's said that almost all sphinxes are part of the order of time, but it's also said that there's some that aren't. It's interesting. You get conflicting information. We've only worked with the order a few times. We do have one member on staff who stays with us, the Dream Trawler, but he's not really active with them anymore, I suppose.
I wonder if they know our friend. What's the Sphinx that we met? Shit. What was the name? I gotta find it.
Yeah, the name.
When did you guys meet a
Um,
Sphinx?
I don't think this group did.
we didn't meet it. We didn't meet a sphinx. We
Did this
heard
group,
of
I
the
don't think this
sphinx.
group. I think this group met the Dream Trawler near the end of the Rat City stuff briefly, but I don't think you. Did you meet another Sphinx?
It might be the dream trawler then.
I think you did
Wasn't
meet the
there a
Dream
pair of
Trawler very
sphinxes?
briefly.
Did we meet
Okay.
2 sphinxes? No. Did we meet 3? Oh my god,
Am I
I don't
thinking of
know.
something else? Because we're talking about one that there was like
Wait,
a
wait,
pair of
wait.
sphinxes, but one passed
Hanari?
away, or one. Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's not. That's different though. We're talking about this party.
Oh, okay.
I think you guys
This.
Fine.
briefly met the Dream Trawler, and I think
Oh, okay. Okay.
but then I kind of
Hmm.
maybe did. I don't remember honestly. unfortunately, sadly.
What? So when? uh, What was Yanari or Ithanari? What was that?
I
That's
have
a
no.
That
different timeline.
It was
that's
like
in
That's
Tears of the
yeah, that's
Moon or something like that.
that one is called Teardrop Muse, so
Right.
it is definitely a different name.
Whoa. Okay.
Than the Dream Trawler or Dream Trawler.
I don't think we met the Sphinx. I think Jasava. The only knowing of
Jasava was the one
Sphinx
that
we
met.
did
Yeah.
know was Jasava's Sphinx.
Yeah.
The Dream Trawler. Yeah,
Yeah.
which
Right.
is who she's talking about right now.
Okay. Sorry, I had to deal with a cockroach situation. Kate literally vaulted over both the couches.
Uh,
Poor young dad. Oh no.
Yeah, straight up like out of her chair, vaulted the couch.
Oh no. All right. So I mean, is this meeting pretty much coming to an ending? They're gonna definitely come to the next one. They're gonna research Mr. Norville Lifron for you. They say they'll deliver a dossier to League HQ eventually. And I mean they're up to speed here. They they are gonna reach out to the Order of Time and see about this Ray thing also. And
Okay.
Lady Strixhaven is like, one of my mages will message you, Iris, with a resolution to that.
okay. Thank you so much.
Of course.
We appreciate the work you've done, and we hope
We
to
appreciate
with you.
you helping us with that matter with Just Sava. It was not pretty business.
Well,
How is our dragon friend?
He's doing better. He's still a bit infused. He's still a bit time mad. It's said that dragons who stare too long into the pools of time, they'll go crazy eventually due to their long lives. And it's sad to see it happen to someone as proud as him, and the consequences in this case were more dire than anyone could have imagined. And her and Yavara sort of make eye contact at that point. Yavara puts her head down.
There's nothing we can do to help him.
He'll be quite all right. He just needs more time. He slumbers now and be unable to partake in any defense of the realm. We might, muster the dragon lords to fight. They wouldn't call them dragon lords. He won't be available for any defense of the realm. We might muster the true dragons for, but he will be fine.
Oh, that's good to hear.
He is the
I'm
fierce
glad that
man
he's
after all.
This is true. I mean, we did fight.
You guys
pretty
saved
fierce.
it. No, y'all had the opportunity to straight kill him, and y'all showed mercy. That must have been a different party.
Damn.
Fetha wasn't quite as bloodthirsty back then.
Fetha only showed mercy through a natural 1
Dude.
today. Okay.
Yeah, that was the only
Yeah.
mercy Fetha has ever shown.
Yeah, and a 13 still should have hit those guys, but I don't fuck with natural 1s.
No, it was a
Right.
natural 1. I didn't hit him. I missed.
Like,
We gotta. I think we gotta Oh, what is it called? Up our alignments.
alignment, schminement.
Yeah.
All right.
Fetha's always been chaotic neutral, so.
Oh,
we don't know
for
what we
sure.
can do.
Yeah, never mind about that.
So guys, overall impressions, the order seems on the up and up, just like they did in the past. They've been a lot more involved, I think, than you initially realized. And as she was explaining before, just to recap, Savaram was like, hey, wake the big guys, get them ready, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to hold off the majority of stuff while you get your shit ready, because we're going to need your shit. Right? So that's sort of been their focus, because as far as Dragon Lore goes, these dragons, the good dragons of the realm, I think, let's lay it out, right? How did all this come about? Why does the order exist? Why haven't you fought a ton of evil dragons? Because guess what? There's actually not a lot of evil dragons in this world. Most of the dragons in this world are good. Most of them actually belong to the Order of our Silver Lady. You could assume from that knowledge that there were dragon wars in the past. Definitely happened. You know what I mean? And guess what? The good guys came out on top, the followers of Bahamut this time. Fortunate for the world, right? But that doesn't mean there's big dragons flying around everywhere. There's still only a handful of them. It's probably more than a handful if you take the whole world into account, but there's not that many, and they're sort of scattered about. And they, being the good dragons and having won that war, they take stewardship over this world, and they use their treasure to originally found the Order of our Silver Lady. to worship Bahamut and keep her victory over Tiamat in this world, right? So, like, there's a few ancient dragons, there's a bunch of adult dragons, there's, a bunch of mature dragons, there's, a bunch of the different age levels, but they're still around, they exist, and the order has ties to pretty much all of them because, that's like the whole thing, like I was just explaining. So, they're going around being like, hey, Jakthara, like, you gotta wake up. We got a thing coming. And he's like, oh, my grandfather was restored for. It's like, oh my God, I'm sick of your stories, dude. They're getting the dragons together and they're like getting ready for war. They're getting ready for all out dragon war. When you're gonna need the heavy artillery, it's gonna be there for you. Is sort of the way what she explains. So yeah, they've been, like the areas they already guarded, they're guarding. They've been fighting. Some of their order has been fighting off demons. They've been doing it, especially some of the smaller towns. And like, like they were saying, they thought it was weird that they're like, yeah, usually like, we fight off demons and the town's fine. But in this case, we got to the town. There's nobody there. And there's like a single dry, dusty mummy wrap on the town. It's like really scary. That's not good. Where'd all the people go?
Uh-oh.
Where'd all the good people go? Well,
Hey. So
Maybe
yeah,
you gotta...
and let's pop to the world map so I can give you an idea of the vicinity of where she was talking about when she said that. Here it is. We're gonna make a better one of these eventually. So that would have been somewhere around like where I just put these two blue dots on the map. Would be like the two small towns that were found to be like eliminated.
Wow. These are huge. Wow, there's like
Wait,
connection
what?
now. This is cool.
Wait,
There's more stuff
wait.
going on.
Wait,
Whoa.
wait. The implications. What the?
Wait, what the heck is this?
Hold on.
This is so cool.
Your boy's got theories now.
Huh? What?
Can't talk about it.
Ah, okay.
That's fair. I mean, that's like really far away from where you guys are, so that's a good point.
Yeah, but look what it's close to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like pretty close to Horneton.
Yeah.
The poor city up the other continent.
There's Flowers Point.
This
is nice.
You could have like a whole game on that little southern continent with South Spire and Spite Bay are. That'd be a cool game.
Damn, dude.
I wonder what's there. Spite Bay. That sounds super cool.
It sounds really inviting, right?
Sounds super inviting.
Super. All right, so yeah, that's just to give you a geographical idea of where that was in comparison to where you guys are. It gives you also an idea of the influence and scope of this organization.
This is a huge.
They're keeping tabs and shit over there. Like, yeah, they are a like continent-spanning organization. The Order of our Silver Lady.
I wonder if Sauron's the
So,
same.
do we have one or more than one of the Sauron like earrings?
We just have one.
You guys have one. And she has one too.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah. She's been talking to Sauron. Like I said, like he's the one who was like, wake the dragons, we'll defend. Like that was him. She like his thing is she even said, she's like, oh, he's been here a long time. Like she knew the whole backstory. Like he's been in the background, like, he's like this figure who like he'll go out and like find the leader of an organization like this and be like, hey, I need to talk to you. And like he can pass as just like, I mean, he can kind of disguise himself to pass as like a really dark-skinned Goliath. You know what I mean? I mean, no, there'd be like super black eyes. I don't know why I said that. Like he can disguise some of his physical features to look less like a massive genetically enhanced human and more like a Goliath or something like that, or like maybe a giant or an ogre, right? So he can like, like he can go do those things. So he would like, he'd be like, hey, I need to talk to you. Like, this is me. This is what I do. Danger's coming. And he's very charismatic. He's very serious. He's got the facts. He can answer your questions. He can show proof. You know what I mean? essentially.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
All right. Are we all up to date?
Some things
Anybody else
there's some
wanna talk about
things, Lady
anything?
Strixhaven, that I can't talk about here.
oh my fucking god. She's like, message me?
Oh, wait, can I be the telephone?
But I'd have to say it to you,
Okay.
unless you can message me
is
and I
this
message
okay?
you and you message her.
Yeah. This might take a while.
All right, no. Okay, so boil it down
I like
to
it. I like it actually.
Man-Bat still
Well,
asleep.
what is it?
We think we can wake him. Do you have location on Super Dude? Missing.
Yeah. Definitely. That's 4.
She just shakes her head no.
Okay.
Kind of just give that, like, the very severe Space Marine grimace who tries to imitate Saveron. Just like, ugh.
Okay.
Space Warrior grimace.
I guess you would
A space
probably.
mariner,
I don't know.
you know, like a sailor in
Oh
space.
fuck, dude. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
sailor in space, dude. For sure.
Oh, space pirate?
No, you'll fight those eventually, though. Don't worry.
I'll have to
Oh,
bleep.
okay.
I'll bleep that out with a Wilhelm scream.
Ah!
I think I would just probably let Lady Strixhaven know that, like, we feel like there's something going on.
Yeah, there's
Suspicious.
espionage within the
There's
league.
strange actions, strange things.
There's infighting, and certain people are missing at this key moment in our world's history, and it's very
I feel
interesting
like,
timing.
yeah.
Okay, you guys are like having this serious message conversation, and like H2 Bros at the bar, like, does anybody want a hurricane? I make a mean hurricane. It's like a tropical drink. Like, shaking.
Ooh, what an unalcoholic version of that.
Good.
Okay. Yep.
Does Aquaman have control over all water or just the ocean?
I mean,
I
if you put a
don't
little
know.
salt
Bro
in it.
can make the drink. He serves you a drink. It's not
Oh
even.
my god, that's
He has
so
full
cool.
control of all liquids.
Oh, that's so
I don't know.
cool.
That's not accurate. That's too
He's a
powerful.
bloodbender.
No, that was so cool though.
He is a blood
Oh,
mage. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh.
no, but he's chill. He's chill.
He's chill. He's chill. He's like a blood water mage. There's water in everything.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be a blood mage to fuck with people. You can be a water mage.
Yeah.
Fair.
Well, all right.
Okay, none of that matters. Yeah, so turn. What's next for you guys? I think you need to go ask Saw what's up with this astral submarine. He was gonna try and locate it last time you talked to him, so maybe he did that.
Okay.
Who wants to put
Alright.
on the earring?
Anybody want to?
I don't even know the guy.
Oh.
You don't want to call Sabaron and talk to the space warrior?
Wait, who's the one that's been really like close with Sauron? Was it Ray? Oh god, I don't know.
It was totally Fi.
It was
I was
fine.
just trying to
like making trying to make the
sort
armor
of
and
give you
shit.
guys
Yeah.
a chance
Okay.
The armor.
to do a combo if you want. If not, he's gonna click the old blue stone button.
I feel like you would handle it very well.
Kinda.
Yeah, you hit up our boy. What's up? What do you say?
Sauron, do you have a moment?
I am uniquely and currently available right now. What can I do for you, Mr.
What's the word on the vessel?
Where are you currently?
We're in Kempsport. We've brought all of our allies up to speed and done some of our own personal research into the subject, but it'll take time to bear fruit.
Excellent. Let us meet. I will be teleporting to Kempsport shortly.
Alright.
And he bamps into the Bamf room. He comes down, you guys meet him, and he comes down and he's like, This is no place for us to speak. Let us go up above.
Sure.
And he gathers you guys. The dragons are gone at this point. Do you bring H2 Bro? He's available too because it's like nighttime.
Yeah.
He's last.
Oh my god, of course. If he wants to come, he is welcome.
He starts to like follow you guys. Like, oh shit, secret meeting. I'm in.
Yeah.
It's like
I mean,
could
unless
be like you could be like H2 Bro. You better stay here and look after HQ. In which case, like, he'll stay. You don't have to stay. You don't have to say like, hey, you can't come. You can be subtle about
No,
it.
I
You
feel
can
like
refuse his presence. Yes.
I feel like it's better for him to know about all this stuff. Mostly because, like, you know, hopefully he's. I feel like he's cut off, and I feel like that's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's we're connected in many, many ways.
He's a fucking goofball, but
And
he
he's
didn't
also
deserve.
involved.
He didn't even deserve to get transferred here after all the shit that went down.
It's
So
better he
like,
knows than he doesn't.
Well, I mean, like,
Unless anybody else is
he does a
opposed.
lot
I don't know.
better out here than he does inland. Let's just say that. Okay.
mhm.
If something happens out here and he doesn't know about it, and it's on us, then that's our fault, and that's
if
not
he's
nice.
if he's
It
worried
is-
about
it
the
is his
same
fault.
thing, then he knows
But
something.
you guys do remember when you saw all of them interact together, you definitely got the idea that the other members, well, at least the Wondrous Woman and Super Dude, like pretty much view him as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's, you shouldn't treat a person like that.
No, I just wanted to reiterate that
Yeah.
fact. That's something that was
Yeah.
dropped in like episode 20. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
kind of mad. That's mean. That's not nice. All right.
Okay, so yeah, Savaron, he seems not skittish, but he's like, yes, let's go further. And you guys end up, I don't know, he's like, come, I know a nice restaurant. You guys end up at That's Amore Italian Chop House.
Mhm.
All right.
Excellent dinner. It goes on well, and whatever you guys talk about, whatever you talk about. If you want to role play, you're welcome to. But at some point, the conversation loops back to the serious stuff. You guys are all sort of leaned in the table, and he's like, I have located the astral submarine, or at least the prototype that the planeswalker Phil Livron built. It is surprisingly closer than you might think. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, you may have even seen it in action before.
What do you mean?
Yo,
Wait,
is this a
it's
fucking
working?
airship?
It's functioning? Wait,
Is this the airship?
I'm looking at
I used
H2Pro right
a
now.
very specific word to describe that airship and a very specific word to describe the astral submarine. Oh, but that wasn't, you guys weren't there. That was the side session. That's so funny.
Mhm.
Oh.
He's like,
Let's record back. Rewind.
based on the research I did, after the astral submarine was lost at the bottom of the ocean, there was quite a bit of effort put in by the current Plank King, Barnabas, to recover it. This was not an easy task for him, and he gave up much to do it. As a result of that investment, by the time he recovered his prize, he was ousted. He had spent too much time and effort on it. And that's why he's the former Plank King now. But if my research is correct, the one thing he took was the ship. He disguised it well and hid it in plain sight, and has only used it one time. Some of you know of this time. It was in fact to save your party during your fight with the time dragon Jasava. The Church of the Tides is the astral submarine.
Wait, what the fuck?
Dude.
That's
How do
so
you know
fucking.
this?
That's so fucking
Oh
sick.
my
God
god.
damn it.
Oh my
Ah.
goodness.
Super cool.
Wow.
I guess Holden, Mayor Gary, and Haliax were the only ones who were on that side stream where we were building the map, and I was like, yeah, it's like an ironclad. And if you'll remember, when you guys came back from the Jasava cave, there was like an ironclad ship in the sky fighting the dragon, and it was
Yep.
Yep.
moving super fast,
Yep.
like faster
Yeah.
than any airship you've ever seen move.
Barnaby
It
was.
did get a little bit
H2Bro.
trashed. Got a little bit trashed, but he's been fixing it up.
I look at H2Bro. And I'm like, yo.
It's like, oh, dude, that's
Did you know
crazy.
that?
In what
Well,
type
I
of
knew he
condition?
told me that he had like a ship. I didn't realize it was the same thing. Boy, I probably should have though. Like, how many ships like that could exist?
It was in the air too, right? So, oh man. Okay.
I knew he had access to like a super powerful ship. That's one of the reasons I let him settle here. We had to do like a whole big enchantment, like for him to put it down over there and like people not to notice. But we did it for him, and it was like it was a deal between me and him. Like I didn't really pass it by the boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
that makes sense.
So it's like
bro,
Kempsport stuff.
It's
K-Port for
local.
life, brother. K-Port for
It's
life.
local. Yeah, it's local. All right. Oh,
So around it's like
what condition is the vessel in? Because I believe we have something that can help, and he's gonna take out the copy of the blueprints that they have.
mm,
I can offer as many adepts from the College of Creation as I can manage to muster to help you in repairing and improving this vessel. Would this assist Barnabas in his rebuilding?
it likely would. However, it's my understanding you're quite close with Barnabas and saw him not even 2 days ago. The fact that he's not brought this up or mentioned it is interesting, but I don't think our desire to have the device is publicly known. We do need to make contact with him and let him know about this. Try and negotiate the friendly release of the astral submarine.
Release I would
Well,
want
not
the
release,
man
but
who repaired it to come with.
yeah.
yes, we
Mm,
need to. That was poor wordage. We need to
yeah, yeah,
negotiate usage with him and come to
yeah.
an agreement where all can be well.
If he hasn't made
Mm,
it public knowledge or an asset to the cause yet, he's got to have his own reasons. I think you're right.
I believe he likely has his own plans for it. Perhaps if his plans aren't anything crazy, we could make some sort of deal to assist him in that if he would allow us the usage of the vehicle for our purposes as well.
Well,
okay.
it's settled. We need
That's
to have a
that's
meeting with
good.
Barnabas.
Yeah. So, and just you guys, I mean, this wasn't super covered, but at the end of the Just Sava fight, the thing was trashed out by the Rat City, and they were rebuilding it there. So, like the Church of the Tides in Kempsport has been rebuilt as a normal building, and the ship is still out in the field out there. None of you know what's going on with it, but it's there. So,
Mm,
yeah.
okay.
So that'll be where we resume next time we hit this timeline. Will be you guys like hitting up the ship and seeing what condition it's in. Like you have it; it's been here all along.
It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was expecting to have to do some crazy deep sea extraction.
yeah,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
I mean, that was my plan for a long time, but it's
It
just one
kind
of those
of
things.
makes sense.
It's one
Okay.
of those things. This is like actually perfect for Barnabas because it explains why he's not the Blind King anymore and still so powerful, and why he had that ship he had,
Mm.
which I think is weird or important. And I mean, the thought of doing a deep sea excursion, look, y'all can take this ship and go to the plane of water and fight as many water creatures as you want. We don't need to do that here. Y'all be good.
Mm. All right. Oh boy.
Well, guys, I wouldn't say we committed war crimes this week, but sure did we try our best to do it. We came. Thank you, anybody who listened. Thank you, anybody who watched or viewed. We really appreciate you. I'm Cole Miller. I've been your dungeon master. Hope everybody enjoyed the game. Why don't you bring us out, Mr. Mayor Fieri? Wait, Mayor Fieri. Fuck, copyright.
Hell yeah, dude. What's up, y'all?
Cease
I'm
and
Billy
desist.
Callback. I played Gary, the mayor of Flavortown, Flavorton, town of Flavor, however you want to call
Out
it.
of rapport.
Uh, Having a great time with this one. What a wild thing. Killed some bandits, saw a rhino, and had some
So,
important talks. What do you think about what happened tonight, Iris?
uh, oh boy. I mean, I feel like we're on the brink of something going on.
Always.
I don't know. There's a lot of answers that have been answered today. There's a lot of questions that have been answered today. A lot of
A lot of answers have been questioned today.
A lot of answers have been questions today. Yes.
Inside check.
I'm
very confused.
Oh man, I am starting to think that like, oh man, everybody knows everybody now. It's weird. It's cool.
And Mr. Nugius, when you saw those dots appear on the map indicating where the mummy attacks happen and their proximity to your estate, what did that make you think about your dream?
Oh.
Wait, those are close to the Nugbug estate? Yeah, no, they are.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, I am concerned. Confused a little bit, but I don't know. I have no idea where this is gonna go.
Yeah, there's a lot of threads out there, and I'm excited for them. Haley
You're feeling exactly how I'd like you to feel right now, so that's perfect.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I feel, because I really... what did I release?
What did you do?
Who knows?
What did you do? Haley X.
Obviously.
It's been awesome having you back-to-back weeks, man. What do you think about Haley X? Like, when you went to grapple the rhino, my first thought was, I thought you wanted to use the sword so bad, and it's gonna be so long until we come back to you being able to try to use the sword.
I had a feeling that it was not just a rhino. I had a feeling it was a person, and I didn't want
Me
to
too.
kill him right off the
I
bat.
thought it was gonna be like a low-level druid, just like snap his neck.
It was a rhino.
Okay.
They had that one little glass jar with the rhino inside. It was like the one little magical item they had found that they were going to use to make it big. That's the thing. You know why they failed? Because they're not even career criminals. They were like, we have one chance to get out of this fucking life. And two of them accomplished that goal.
They rolled a 1.
Technically, they had 2 chances to get out of this life, or 2 options, I should say.
Oh no, 2 of them got out of this life.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's in baseball, that's pretty good. That's 50%. That's 500. Like that's.
Oh my
That's
god.
great.
It's Hall of Fame.
Average of 500. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame right there, baby.
And then, lastly, let's get our buddy Fetha your thoughts on what's going down with the demon inside you, Thorgensburg, the astral submarine, and the 2 murders that you committed.
Those weren't murders; they were justifiable homicides.
Oh,
Mr. Justified over here.
Well, you know.
You attacked my friends. You tried to attack my friends. I took it as the threat to my life, so I killed you.
Honestly, I feel like if you didn't react so quickly, you probably would have been in a worse situation. So, I mean, honestly, who knows?
That's like fucking Dokes from Dexter. He's like, yeah, that was justifiable. What's the problem?
They posed a serious threat to my friends and myself and our well-being, so I took them out.
Power kill,
you
motherfucker.
Clearly take it very seriously because those dudes fucked around and they found out super fast.
Very quick.
Oh man.
Hey,
Those
I
guys were pissy their
I let 2 of them run away.
He technically, yes. He could have just chased them down and killed them.
Yeah.
It's true.
Shreta is he's not as worried about the Asmodeus thing, more concerned about what's happening in the overall world and how the demons are invading.
I noticed that. I wanted to give you the tattoo, but it didn't make sense while Asmodeus is still in there.
No, you're right.
It's like, it's just not like.
I don't know.
It does not make sense for me to have it if Asmodeus was inside of me.
Yeah, but it's totally on the table for after that, and that's like, so what's gonna happen is we're gonna, in my plan, just to framework you guys, or before I do that, thank you so much, anybody who listened. We really appreciate. Do we miss anybody? No, we got everybody. You guys are great players. Appreciate. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks for DMing. That was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was definitely a good